What's up, everybody? We are back. We're doing some CarX drift. And let me do this. Hopefully that works out. I don't know. But hey, here we are. I was not going to be on tonight, but things happened. You know, it is what it is. So, just make sure this is all going. All right, that's there. And, huzzah. Look at me go. So I will say you're going to hear me eating pizza and also probably cracking open a monster or two. I mean, not monster, a Red Bull. You know, let's do that right now. Ooh, buddy. Oh, look at that. Let's see. So we're going to be joined by AJ and Glenn. You remember AJ and Glenn? You seen AJ in the chat? So let's go ahead and multiplayer. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna have to do because hey, if you're watching this and you want to join in, donation links, all sorts of places. Hit that, and then yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll you know do a thing. We'll get you in. Just $5, and that gets you in. Oh boy, man, there's a lot of crap going on. Hmm. Server Europe. No, I don't want to do that. I want to change my server. Select a server. America, thank you. Oh boy. So let's do this. Mm. This is just getting fun. Hold on. Gotta get people in to things and stuff and places. Oh man, I haven't used Discord on my phone in so very long. Oh, all right. Gonna throw up the BRB right now, real quick. And invite. Really? Hold on. He's my friend, though. Okay. Over to here. Yeah, why can't I? What? Why is he? Over to here. There we go. There he is. Hopefully.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Jesus, you're loud.
Sorry.
That's okay. Let's just go ahead. Take you down just a skosh there.
Okay.
Nice.
There is that, and then okay, Glenn's already invited to the server, so sweet. No, actually, no. I wanted to be, still wanted to be right there because I need to make a room and make it private. So, no, it's gonna have a name. Be right. I will hit you with the bona fides, the numbers and everything, and let's
Yeah,
see.
hit me with the sauce.
Yeah, drop it in the chat real quick. So, oh, first, where do we want to drive?
Dealer's choice.
All right, we always end up on Commie Road, so you know what? We're gonna start off on Springstone for a little bit.
Yeah, we always wind up in either Kami Rogue or East Toge.
Yeah, we always do. It's not like a bad thing, but
Yeah, a little diversity wouldn't help.
yeah.
Sorry, let me know if you can hear me chewing. I'm finishing up dinner.
Oh, same here. I mean, yeah, I've got a bunch of
What you eating?
leftover pizza that my dad brought
Nice.
home today. So let's go create. Okay, back to here, back to here. Yeah, go. Yeah, there. Jesus Christ. All right.
285-024. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to get this thing all over again. Because this whole PC thing.
Oh yeah.
Yep, so finally got it on Steam, and now having to start all over from scratch, so...
Oh no.
Well, it's alright, because I ended up getting the, yeah, I got the season pass, so it gave me literally everything, and like $7 million.
Oh nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Love your 8.6. That's a dope livery.
Thank you. Yeah, I just I found this dude on YouTube who did a bunch of like random. He did a bunch of videos on like the different Midnight cars, like the Team Midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, and he did. So I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna do like some weird. I was watching those while I was playing this thing last time, so I made this fun little throwback livery.
Nice.
Yeah, and you're just rocking the classic. I enjoy that, especially that it's a sedan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man.
Crew cab Skyline.
Hey man. Gotta. All right, let's see. My desk is so fucking cluttered right now.
I love calling it a crew cab because it makes all the Skyline guys really angry.
But you're not wrong, though. Like,
Okay, helps if you're in gear to start off. Just
that's
up there.
that's always. Oh yeah, I gotta switch that around. Got my up and down shift backwards when I had to.
Oh, no.
I had to map out the controller. Oh, I also forgot that usually I play this in automatic. So, yeah, the first time I'm out there in the Corolla, I'm like, why does the thing suck? I don't remember the Corolla being this bad. And it's like, oh, right, because you've been in second gear this entire goddamn run, like an idiot. Ah,
Shit, sorry, came in too hot.
we're good. I am but a Corolla. I can only do so much work.
Just over there trying his best.
I'm trying with my purple tint. Yep.
Too much, too much.
Followed you right off. Yeah, so everybody out there watching, if you want to join me and AJ, if you're watching on YouTube, there is a donation link. All you got to do is get in there, donate $5 to the cause being Extra Life, which is benefiting Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And the one we are raising money for is Primary Children's here in Salt Lake. Well, that was fun. Man, I really got to switch these up and downs around. Nothing like throwing it into sixth when I need to go down a gear. But yeah, $5 will let you get in on the shenaniganry with me and AJ and soon Glenn. Because Glenn is also finishing up dinner. So... yeah, and if you're watching us on Twitch, there is something somewhere on the page. I forget where it is. But yeah, you hit that donate button. I'm going to get a notification. I'm going to see the donation count rise, which is going to be very nice because we've got a collective goal of $1,250. As you can see at the banner on the top of the screen, and we would like to hit that this year. If we hit that, I've still got half a bottle of Malort. I will chug that thing by myself, like the lunatic hero that I am. So if you want to see me drink gasoline...
Actually, you know what? I think gasoline has a less horrible aftertaste.
Oof. And just remember, it's only Malort if it's from the Malort region of Chicago. Everywhere else, it's just sparkling gasoline.
Having worked at a liquor store, that rings truer than you think it would.
Oh, man. Oh, Zach sent me a TikTok of a dude doing a Boilermaker with Malort and Miller High Life.
Christ almighty.
Right? I'm like, oh no, that's just awful.
So he hates himself.
Right?
Just fucking drink some used motor oil. Save yourself the trouble.
Something, right?
Okay, I just realized why I haven't been able to sleep in the past day.
Why is that?
It's anxiety. It's the fact that I haven't eaten.
Hey.
I was so riddled with anxiousness and anxiety that I forgot to eat.
Hey.
I'm running on a Coke Zero, half a case of Dylan, and a fucking dream right now.
Nice. I love it.
Hope this thing runs on hopes and prayers.
Yeah.
Oh, it better.
Mm.
Oh man. Well, at least the Coke Zero's that weird one that it's a special edition watermelon strawberry one I decided to try.
Ooh.
Mike, I'm gonna grab something else. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna be here. Looking
Actually,
at my
not
car.
bad. Pretty good.
Grab something that fits your
Nice.
vehicle a little better.
What car are
Hey.
you driving?
So since I had to buy this thing on Steam again and start over from scratch, I'm in the Corolla.
Corolla.
Yep.
So I made an observation today.
Yeah?
Tesla is a
Uh-huh.
momentum car.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hmm.
because
they're quick. They're not fast.
well, here's the thing: is you lose power, or you use. Obviously, you use more battery power the harder you push the engine.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point of the car is conservation of momentum, because yes, braking is regenerative, but it doesn't replenish as fast as not using it does. You follow?
I do follow.
So better to maintain a constant speed and brake as little as possible than to accelerate hard and brake hard, because you'll wind up using more battery that way. So, ergo, Tesla is a momentum car.
See, my theory behind it being quick is the fact that it had to recharge 6 times when racing a Porsche. Porsche went all day on one tank.
I mean, that too.
So that kind of goes with your whole momentum theory that the fact is you lose power, so you have to keep up the momentum. In a straight up race, endurance race or not, Tesla's going to lose every time. It's quick to the speed. It's not any faster. It's just like, it's like a not State Street Special 350Z. You know, you piss off a Tesla owner, you ask them what year their sedan is.
The whole point of a momentum car is to carry speed and brake as little as possible. That's basically a Tesla.
Yeah, that is
So
very
a
true.
Tesla is just a fat Miata.
Basically,
Jesus.
Hey,
Crack the code, boys.
hey.
yeah. 3 different flavors of
Oh yeah, look at that.
here.
Look at that.
Of
I like it.
Corolla.
I'm in a coupe.
Man.
Fastback is superior.
I have them both. I just grabbed the coupe because it's more tuned for me for the way I drive.
Nice.
I'm still working on my hatch.
So I've got like, you know, the sleeper, the drift on a budget sleeper. Like, just
Tailgate
enough,
special.
yeah, just enough to buy the car and not enough to put anything on it.
He's like, I'm still rolling on the stock pizza cutters. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Mike's kind of, dressed up, but
Mine's definitely underpowered SR20 swapped.
yeah, then we got
Yeah.
Glenn. Glenn is hashtag stickers add horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going for like early 2000s Japanese drift car.
I mean, you nailed it. Ah, shit. Sorry, Mike.
It's okay. We're still going. We're still in business. We're still moving forward.
I mean, we're not moving fast enough to actually do any damage. So
Yeah, for real. Although this is 40-year-old like Japanese tin, so we might want to be a little more careful.
Talk about there's rust there now. That's younger than the metal.
Ah, perfect. Science and all that.
Yeah, it's funny is I've about all but abandoned social media.
And a boy.
I'm getting there.
Like the only reason I use Instagram is because there's a pretty girl I talk to on there. That's about it.
Nice.
My Instagram is like cars and fancy watches.
My Instagram's nothing but cars and bikes right now.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm
Bicycles or
buying a bike.
motorcycles?
Oh, motorcycles.
Okay. Because I know guys who like Instagram. All their Instagram is bicycles.
Yeah, I'm not about the bicycles. I'm about the brum brum. I'm depressed. I'm gonna do $100.50 down this fucking freeway.
Yo, I don't know if you saw in the group chat, but I almost saw some guy. I'm pretty sure I almost saw somebody die today.
Oh,
Damn.
you're talking about that M3 you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, so I guess Mike hasn't. Mike probably hasn't. Mike, so I was driving home today
Yeah?
on the freeway, and like light traffic, but enough to be annoying.
Yeah.
And homeboy in a wide body E46 is like just blazing through traffic.
Oh, boy.
Like something's chasing him. So I'm in the left lane. There's a semi in the middle lane, and he dives into the right lane to kind of pass by the clump of cars that we're stuck in.
Yeah?
What he doesn't see is the like heavy crane in the slow lane doing its best, like 45 tops.
Oh,
Dude.
God.
Smokes the tires trying to get that bitch stopped.
Ooh. So you almost saw
And-
some dude go full on like Jules Bianchi.
Basically, yeah. Just short of asshole the fucking steel weight on the back of this crane. And the semi truck was right next to him, so if he'd had swerved or lost control or spun, he would have done an impression of the Celine in Too Fast Too Furious.
Jesus.
So,
That wasn't something to see, man. I'm just sad.
and so I was doing about 75, and he passed me like I was going still. So he was probably doing at least $120.
Jesus.
That's just like me. I learned the limit of Ironmans. It's actually pretty high up there. They're quite grippy.
Really?
Yeah. They're considered a performance tire, like. But yeah, AF Canyon. Let's just say I was at the top of 4th in the Hyundai,
Mm.
and that thing's kind of long. Like it's short geared until it's long geared in 5th and 6th.
Mm.
Top of 4th is illegal. We'll just say that. case any of my FBI agents are listening.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure plenty
dude's
of FBI
probably
agents
lucky
are
that
listening.
the rear tires on that M3 are like 325 millimeters wide.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If it'd have been any thinner, he'd be a lot thinner.
I think. Yeah, because I upped my tires as wide as I would go on my stock wheels. So
On the Hyundai?
yeah, 235s on the front, 245s on the rear. Stock wheels aren't that. They're 19s, but they're 19 by 8 in the front and like 19 by like 9 in the back, or 19 by 8.5. They're not super
Yeah.
wide. I hate putting super wide tires on like skinny wheels because it's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the problem that I ran into with the Challenger a lot, because the factory wheels, they're 20s, but they're really thin.
Yeah.
I don't know how Dodge gets away with putting such thin tires on those cars.
Hey, you know you're gonna change them eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, so factory it was like I want to say like two 35s in front and 245s in the rear. And I took everything up 15 millimeters front and back. Where the
Oh,
hell
yeah.
did you go?
Glenn
I
went
went
through the
into the
car
garage.
wash or whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to
Hated.
squeeze through it. I used Mike as a clipping point, and Mike's a little too wide for that clipping zone.
Just a little bit.
Like I
Who was
told,
it in the F1 last season who accidentally hit the pits at like fucking 80 miles an hour?
Any of them.
What?
I can't remember. But they
You know
all
what I'm
come
talking about, though, right?
smoking. Oh, yeah.
it's just like I don't know what it is, but like I don't watch a ton of F1, but it pops up in my Instagram reels. And there's one, and the guy's like, "How are the tires? Cold?" Because he like spins out in the pit.
Yeah.
It's like he's like they're cold. I'm like, oh no shit, huh?
I'll watch the highlights on YouTube after, like, when they come up the day after the race.
Yeah.
What's been coming up on my Insta lately is stadium, or not stadium, the Australian Super Utes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that season again. Say what you will, those things are dope.
They are cool.
My Corolla either needs more power or a little less tire.
I absolutely would have myself whatever whatever the Mazda pickup truck is called.
There's the there's. You talk about one of the Falcons or the?
No, it's a newer one. It's like a I guess it's a light truck technically, because it's not a full quarter ton.
Yeah, they're like little guys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're the same size as like the Ranger and the Ridgeline and stuff like that.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I brake too much.
I'm like, oh, coming in hot.
Little too much on the brakes.
Yeah, it's because I don't got those flip-up headlights. I'm a little bit more aerodynamic.
Oh,
less drag.
Jake. Thank you, buddy. Donated $40.
Woo!
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. Appreciate you.
I'm gonna kiss you on the lips.
You?
I'm not gonna do that, but
I have had no sleep. I've been in a weird mood. I sent out a few spicy texts. Pretty sure there's one lady who's not gonna talk to me anymore. It's a little too spicy.
oh boy.
It wasn't even anything like bad. It's just like, hey, stop with your BS, please.
You fighting with your mom again?
Oh, my mom just dead, sir. So.
So you just stuck your
Yeah.
head under the ground and yelled. We get it.
No, I've been talking with the old gods and the ancestors. Loki has recently told me I need to just say fuck him. Odin and Thor agree.
I mean, Loki probably likes it though.
Eh. Loki's chaos incarnate. He'll do
Yes.
whatever he wants.
But he probably asks people to tell him fuck him and likes it.
He's like, yeah, fuck me. I'm listening a lot more like funk and like trap metal and angry rap, and it makes me laugh in
Hmm.
a good way. It's just so angry. And I'm just sitting there, just like smiling away in my Hyundai. Just a song about like murdering people,
Hmm.
hiding their bodies.
That is
And
the
like,
exact opposite of what I've been listening to. I've been on a Tokyo City pop binge for the last couple weeks.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that's good stuff, man.
It's just all Japanese elevator music. It's amazing.
Hmm.
Like freaking oh, the other thing I have been listening to is a lot of vaporwave and trance.
I mean, I always listen to Vaporwave. That's just like a permanent staple in my playlist.
Well, it's like I formed an unpopular opinion that'll probably get me in a fight with every anime lover right now.
Okay,
Send
hit
it.
me.
I think Cyberpunk was mid.
You
It
think
was
what?
mediocre. The anime.
Oh, I
Oh,
haven't
I don't think
watched
I've
it.
seen that anime.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, like, it's a good watch, but it's just another Studio Trigger anime. So, like, you already know what's gonna happen, you know how it's gonna happen, they're gonna do this, this, and that, do this math equation, and then there's an anime. Studio Trigger.
And suddenly math happens.
Like, the animation's great, like, it looks amazing, like, that anime looks awesome. Like, they captured Cyberpunk 100%. But, like, the story was, not bad, but it's just... I blame the internet because everybody's like like losing their like just straight jerking off of this thing. I'm just like, all right, dude. There's no way it's that good. So, so yeah. Sorry, I think I just started beef with nerding for beginners against the world right now.
I'm here for that smoke. We barely do anything as is, so
I know. Also, there's there's be a flood of just like haters.
I've
well,
been watching Toradora and Spy X Family.
Toradora, is that the which one is that again?
Trying to think of how to explain it without spoiling it. Palm Top Tiger.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I watched that when it first came out. Oh, I watched it on a bootleg anime site.
the way we used to do it, back when this was a
I
proper
mean, most
country.
of my anime is bootleg.
When it comes in 4 parts on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not on Crunchyroll, I probably have it torrented on my hard drive.
Hey.
Nice.
I literally have a 1 terabyte that's just anime. Sorry, Glenn.
You're good. No, yeah, that one's pretty good. Oh, I know what happened. My brain went to Dodo something darn.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like,
Lizard Man.
can't think of it now.
Violence, Lizard Man, big muscly buff woman, muscle
Yep.
mummy. Loved every minute of that one.
Spy X Family's really good.
Yeah, I started it, but if something's brand new, I will watch like an episode or 2 of it and go, all right, I'll watch this, and then I'll let the whole season come out. So I don't have to sit there and like wait.
Right.
If I decide I want to binge watch it, I just watch it.
Yeah, I'm that idiot that'll watch the same show like over and over again. I think I've seen Supernatural all the way through like at least 3 times, start
Damn.
to finish.
Oh.
That's fine. I've
Lost track of how many times I've watched. Yeah, exactly. I'll put Futurama on just in the background because I can start it on any episode, anywhere in the episode, and I know exactly what's going on.
Exactly.
Like I can hear somebody else watching Futurama and go, "Oh, I know exactly what part they're watching."
Did you hit the wall? All of a sudden, I see a triangle just do a big old somersault.
Yeah, I clipped the wall.
Yeah.
Dang wall.
I've also lost Mike. I just realized.
Yeah, I kind of got lost in the smoke and then realized that I was off track and I hit a pole, so now I'm turning down the smoke.
Ah, yeah.
In the smoke.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll wait. Ugh. Womp, 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 womp. 4AG power! Come on, do a burnout. Do it! Do it! I think my tires are just too big on this car. Oh, there it goes! Aha!
Going just
I wish-
out there trying to be all steezy and shit with too much
Turning
tire.
on the headlights would actually flip pop-ups up. This is ridiculous.
That would be
So,
nice.
like, just FYI, too much tire on this car is like a 195.
I mean, it still is a Corolla at the end of the day.
I think I only have like 215s on it, maybe. Like, the game says it has like 500 horsepower, but I don't believe that one bit. I clutch way too much for 500 horsepower.
Yeah, 500 my eye.
You're like, hey, I got 500 horsepower. Also, you hear me behind you. Wah, 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 wah.
Mike, you need to recreate your JCX 100.
So what I want to do is man, the season pass on Steam kind of kicks ass because they just gave me a bunch of cars, including a JZX. So I'm like,
nice.
hey, so I want to make a pink Simpsons family sedan out of it.
Yes.
Yep.
Excuse me. Bad girl. Alright, go that way. Wall. Hey, look, other wall.
Touched it. Didn't touch it.
You tapped me just enough to straighten me out and I wouldn't hit the wall.
You tapped me just enough that I made the corner.
Nice.
On rotate.
Rotate. You're asking a lot from a girl right now.
Gotta hit it with some sauce. Tell it to rotate.
Like, your name is not talking to me and you're not delivering tofu. It's not the hero car everybody thought it was. It's slow.
I
But it
want
feels
to
like it
believe.
can murder you.
I forget what engine you ended up putting in it after you blew it up racing the Evo
It's
3.
a overtop 20 valve.
Sounds right.
It's like a special 4AG that comes out of like the freaking endurance racing cars.
Yeah, it revs to like 10 grand.
Actually 12.
12 grand? Oh shit, yeah.
So basically just a Formula Atlantic 4AGE.
Oh
Yeah,
god, oh
his
god,
dad's
oh
like-
god, oh god.
It's like full fucking set there, boy. Like they even made an animated short that made me laugh that Bunta trades in the STI and gets a GT86.
Hey. Hi, Glenn.
Hello.
Man, even turning the smoke down to like 50%, it's really... These are the smokiest
I've-
Corollas I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I
I
know.
got mine at
other
like
than,
25%.
Tomas.
Yeah, right?
But his Corolla doesn't do something weird. It smokes. He breaks the weirdest ways.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened? My wastegate fell off. What?
Derp.
What happened this
Sorry,
time?
Mike.
It's alright.
Turbo cartridge is bad. What?
That was a very low odds of success, the line I was on.
Yeah, I accidentally went up to 4th and suddenly caught a grip.
Oh.
I didn't realize that squares also set up the clutch too. I have clutch double mapped on my controller by accident.
Oh, fun.
Well, I have it on L1, which does nothing. Like, in this game, I have it set up for clutch, but I didn't realize that square was also clutch.
Huh.
And then X is my handbrake, and then everything else is like, upshift is R1, gas, R2, brake, L2, like,
Whee!
circles reset car. Ah!
Yeah. Turn on the
But
light.
I also use a PS. Dude, I can't see shit out this window. Who put the sticker up here? Oh my gosh!
Oh god, oh god.
They fixed the in-person one.
Really?
Yeah, so now your head turns.
Yeah, it's been like that for a while.
Dude, I haven't done in-person view in a while. It's a mod. I use this in. I use a mod of this in Assetto Corsa. So I only have one monitor. Oh, it's so hard to steer inside my car with this giant sticker in my face. Who put that there? I did, because it looks cool. Alright, we're gonna try this far away camera.
Man, first person's weird. For some odd reason, it's working for me.
I'm stuck. Yeah,
Which,
the problem is I got that huge window visor sticker. Like I can see like the back of your car, basically. Almost. I can't really see the road. I'm just kind of guessing the line right now. It's working.
Ah!
They need to make it so that when you're in the in-car view, it gives you the little shift dinger.
Yeah. Ding, ding,
ding.
Freaking! When I lived in Okinawa, we had a Helix Surf.
All.
And freaking, I don't know how my dad did it, but he got it up to 100K. And you just hear it ding, ding, ding as we're on the freaking, basically the freeway there.
Nice. That's hilarious.
It's the same chime that's in every Toyota.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on, they found the one that works.
Like, it comes on around, 100K, 'cause that's about the speed limit on the expressway. So roughly, what, 60, 70 miles an hour? Maybe a little less?
Yeah. Ooh, post.
I go into like a faraway view to see Mike just nail the pole.
Nailed it. Alright, I'm gonna... Damn it. So if I want to do something else, I have to go build something else. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. I'm gonna go build the family sedan.
Okay, you do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my my JZX 100 in preparation.
Okay.
I will wait here until somebody comes back in, and I'm gonna go grab one of my JZXs.
Okay. Mine's already set up, so I should be back in just a flash.
All right.
So
Oh.
Cresta. I have a Mark II. And a Chaser.
I still really want a Chaser.
Yeah, I want one too, but not willing to pay these ridiculous prices people want.
For real.
They got really popular all of a sudden.
It's because of YouTubers.
Yeah.
I am Adam LZ.
Fucking YouTubers.
You know, I heard the most ridiculous thing on a podcast the other day. It's like a drift podcast.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the reason why Adam LZ doesn't win that much is because it's a popularity contest. I'm like, excuse me, sir. You know he's like the most popular driver out there, right? It's not a popularity contest. He just is better at driving other cars than the Mustang. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to be better at driving his car. Like,
I mean,
on like his home tracks.
Von Gittin Jr. even kind of has bad days with the Mustang, and he's been driving that thing since day one.
Yeah. God, this is.
Well, I need to be like Chelsea Nova. Just send it into the wall. Don't even care. No regrets.
Well, and isn't Strana drifting now in something?
I don't know.
Or no, he's taken over Jim Connor for Ken Block.
Yeah, Ken Block is kind of done with it for now.
Yeah.
Well, dude's like fucking 50 or something.
Yeah. I don't know if this car's tuned or not. We'll find out. I painted it purple.
There you go. I'm trying to find the dents. Like, all the little wrinkles that you can put on.
Oh,
Find
yeah.
those vinyls. The hell they are.
They're all in like their own little section.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
So, let's see. I guess we'll find out if this car's tuned real quick or not. So I remember the first time I saw a JZX90.
Yeah.
My friend's dad had a black one with spinners on it.
Hell yeah.
It was like a straight pipe 1JZ with spinners on. They now that I know like wheels, they're like VSKs.
Damn.
Those works that everybody loves. Yeah, he had the bolt-on spinners over top of those. Dude was balling before drifting was balling, man.
Atta boy. Love that.
Okay, it's kind of tuned. It's not that tuned. I have to go grab my other one.
What disappointed me about spinners was there was like so many like options you could do for them, and everybody got exactly the same spinners.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Like there was like some really cool like modern ones that you could do that were all like geometric, and then everybody just got like the fucking West Coast Customs looking ones.
See, I almost want to see if I can find a pair that set of those bolt-on spinners and put them on the Volvo.
I mean, I'm sure AutoZone still sells the spinner hubcaps.
Well, I have a 17-inch wheel with like a 3 or 4-inch lip. I don't know if that's gonna work.
That were on every single fucking Dodge Neon in the early 2000s.
Yeah, dude. I dated a chick who had them on her Dodge Neon. It's crazy because her Dodge Neon also had like a 12-inch sub in the back.
Of course, it's a Dodge Neon.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Oh, yeah. I went through a whole phase. She
Or
was
the whatever the Plymouth version is, I forget what it is.
I don't remember. I thought it was just called the Neon.
Oh no, I can't
It
remember
might
what
be.
it was. No, I think it had a different name for like a year.
I have no idea, man.
Yeah.
Like, what's funny is I saw a TikTok that made me laugh. I saw a dude was making a joke. I was like, "Can somebody put an SRT4 badge on a Neon? What an idiot!" And the guy just pauses like, "Race him, do it, race that guy." Because it's like it's like a built SRT4 Neon.
Yeah,
And
like
dude's like making fun of it. He's like, we now have a generation that doesn't know what an SRT4 Neon is.
I don't know what they did to those engines, but you can run like 40 psi of boost, and it just takes it like a champion.
Dude, it was crackhead magic, man.
dude, those things have been hateful engines since they first started dumping
Like,
that 2.4 turbo.
Look at them because you could find them still for like $3,000, like barely running. So like,
It was a
what was
There was
it?
a crew of them in Hawaii that
Yeah.
basically ran fucking giant ass dinner plate turbos on all of them.
Ooh.
One of them ran no hood with like the chrome plated turbo, and it was always polished. Like,
Wop, pop, 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 pop. Just
yeah,
like, sir, that is a Neon. It should not be that violent.
dudes in an SRT Neon got as much turbo lag as a fucking built Evo.
Yeah. And it's running with the Evos. It just says Neon on the back of it. It's a confused DSM. It doesn't know.
God, he's got the turbo off of an IDI diesel. Like,
Yeah.
Just like,
just making
sure,
all the
I'll go
whoosh
pick up an
fries.
SPR4. I have a whole set sitting on the shelf. Like a big whole set.
Hey. Right.
So, like, the one car I do think I can probably get sooner than later when it comes to Japanese imports
Yeah.
is either the Crown that I want, the Crown Wagon, or a C34 Laurel.
So, I've been keeping tabs. Legnums are still dirt fucking cheap.
Really?
Yeah, even for the VR4s, you can get one for like I think it's like 5,000 US.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're dirt fucking cheap.
Hell yeah.
still really want one.
You should see. If you're lucky enough, you might have a military buddy in Japan to go find you one.
I mean, I do have a military buddy in Japan.
Well, send his
My
ass.
little
to
brother's
you.
also fluent.
It's time to make a trip, AJ. Because they just opened the borders back up.
Yep.
I gotta get this housing situation first. I think my buddy wants me out of his basement. Frankly, I don't blame him.
It's okay. Basement life is not for everybody.
No, it is not.
Well, no, I don't mind. I don't think he wants me in. I actually don't. I think it's his wife more that doesn't want me in his house anymore. But that's
It's usually how it goes, sadly enough.
yeah. It is what it is. But God, the job market right now is fucking dog shit.
Yeah, everybody's like, nobody wants to work. I'm like, no, you fuckers just don't want to hire.
Yeah.
Please stop lying to the masses. Boomers. Excuse me.
Nobody wants to work asterisk for the shit pay that you're trying to pay them.
Yeah, no crap.
Or like, so no shit. I was looking at jobs like entry level in all caps, and at the bottom it's like a 5 to 10 years of experience required.
You're like, huh, I wonder who wrote this. HR?
It's like, just say you don't want to hire anybody. Like, it's just that easy.
Honestly, I've just started to apply to them, even if it does say like,
Oh, do.
experience required. It's like, yeah, fuck it.
Like, especially in the IT field, that's a huge problem. Because people like, basic help desk needs 5 years experience managing. I'm like,
No, it doesn't.
No, that dude just needs to know how to turn a printer on and hook it to a network. That's it. Like, he doesn't need to know networking. He doesn't need to know cybersecurity. Literally, all he needs to know is how to turn a computer on and how to reset it. Like, that's literally all basic help desk is.
So in the aviation industry, like every single aviation job you look at, even like a basic maintainer who does the aircraft equivalent of like check the tires and change the oil.
Yeah.
They're like A&P license required, which A&P is engine and power plant, and that's like only if you're actually putting hands on the jet engine itself. You need an A&P license.
Jeez.
Like if you're not doing that, you don't need an A&P. But it's like A&P license required. It's like you're hiring to hire a lube guy.
Yeah, they
That's
want you to
literally
have that license so they can keep you at that, like, lube and tire wage, but make you do master tech work.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if like Jiffy Lube was like lube and tire job needs ASC Master Tech certification.
You know what's sad? Is Jiffy Lube pays for you to get that stuff, and then they give you a raise after you get it. Because my buddy manages one down in Springville. He's the store manager there. So
Get a job there just to get the ASC license.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I pay my guys get the training, they get paid more. They get bonuses. Like, I think all his guys average like 21 an hour with bonuses and everything they're always getting.
Oh fuck yeah!
Just being a lube tech.
So I've been looking also at like marina work because there's Connecticut's mostly coastal, so there's a lot of like marinas out here. So like boat servicing. And there's not really any certs for boats because they don't really have like an ASC equivalent, and so just
it's like a diesel one.
Yeah, kinda, but like it's different requirements anyway. So like they can't really ask for an ASC because ASC is specifically like automotive. And so they just put like ridiculous, crazy things, and they're like, require sailing experience or something, like requires like 5 years boating experience, basically.
That's why you go to, sir, I was in the Navy.
Sir, I've gotten drunk on a boat plenty of times.
I have climbed that mast multiple times.
Play a lot of Sea of Thieves.
I rented a pontoon boat once in Hawaii. I actually did have my Hawaiian boating license.
They have to have a boating license in Hawaii?
You have to have a boating license in most states.
Huh. I've owned multiple boats and never knew of this.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's only for like oceanic
Yeah, that makes more sense.
because Coast Guard doesn't really give a shit if you're like in a lake.
Must be like.
That'd be weird if
one
they
of the
started giving a
Great
rat's
Lakes.
ass.
Yeah. So what?
I think unless it's like one of those really the Great Lakes way up north.
Yeah, I mean, those are basically just Ocean Light anyway.
It's true.
It's just Ocean the Mobile Edition. Yeah, in California and Hawaii and Washington, I think Connecticut as well. Any coastal state, you have to have a license to boat in the ocean.
Yeah.
Which is funny because if you go 20 miles offshore, then you don't need a license because it's international waters.
Haha! Got you, bitch. That's what I'd be
Bob-
like.
Problem is if have you ever seen what happens when you take a ski boat 20 miles off the coast?
Lots
Fun?
of things.
You just don't have a ski boat anymore.
Is it fun? Is fun what happens when you get a ski boat 20 miles offshore?
No.
Oh, well then.
Can you imagine like arguing with the Coast Guard? Can you come 20 feet back this way? No.
You get to reenact the scene from the Titanic.
I get to put on a dress and push people out of the way and scream, "I have a child."
Yes. So there's this channel that I watch on YouTube called Wavy Boats. There's this inlet in Florida, and the way the inlet's designed, there's like huge fucking waves constantly because it funnels in from the ocean, and so like the way the waves come in through the inlet, they like amplify. So it basically turns this inlet into a wave pool essentially.
Nice.
And so you just watch like 20 minutes of idiots and Boston whalers and single engine ski boats just swamping boats in this inlet. And then every now and again there's like a $2 million power boat with like 5 Mercury 500s on the back that just blazes through it at full throttle.
Friggin'. Oh man. I kind of miss my boat. Or
Fucking
boat.
cigarette boat with a Mercury 650 at full clip, just blah.
Like, sir, can you stop that? No.
Ah,
Let's run this
Aye.
90-degree V8 at 6,500 RPMs for an hour and a half.
Oh, that's why you need the dents. You had to mimic Homer's dent in the front fender.
Yep. Now, if there were real crash physics in this thing, I would rear end the shit out of one of you and say, "Well, at least I got him as good as he got me," and then lie to
Now
the
you need-
insurance adjuster about where I was coming home from. This Moe's, it wasn't a bar, was it? Quick, think of something
No.
that's open late at night. It was a pornography store. I was buying pornography.
That's so much better than DUI.
Yeah, I mean,
that guy's
DUI is
buying porn.
DUI is driving driving under the influence is a crime. Driving while horny, that's just weird.
It's just.
It's only weird if you do something about it.
Yeah.
So, I still think my favorite like meme right now is it's literally just a rip from. You ever watch Clone High?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's JFK, and then I'm just horny. Just like. It's just like having an existential crisis about him
Yeah.
being horny.
I love that it's all
Oh,
on
yeah.
Paramount Plus. That makes me so happy.
The
So that's
initial
why
D
it
with Homer
disappeared.
meme has started popping up again.
Yeah.
Freaking so it there's a channel on YouTube I follow that plays old cartoons that didn't have any like the rights weren't bought up or nothing yet.
Yeah.
So I used to watch Clone High on YouTube, full episodes and everything.
Hell
No
yeah.
weird cuts or nothing, like full season. And then it disappeared one day. And you just said it was on Paramount. Like, oh, okay, somebody bought the rights back up or just reclaimed them or whatever.
Yeah, they probably reclaimed them because that was definitely a Paramount thing. Like, it was a...
I think the U.S. might have got away with it because it's technically a Canadian cartoon.
Huh.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you, nosy kids and your dog.
I do think it's funny how everybody's like all mad about like the Scooby-Doo remake right now. But what's really funny is because I'm of mixed ethnicity, I'm all over TikTok.
Yeah.
And then there's this like black creator I follow. He's like, no, white people, we're confused about Shaggy too, man. It's like they made Shaggy black. I'm just like, huh, all right. But like he was always like a hippie white guy. But okay.
Yeah, that kind of doesn't work.
Yeah, like that's why I thought it was funny. The one dude's just like, nah, dude, nah, white guys, we're confused as shit too. Like, and Fred's just another white jock guy. I'm just like, oh, you don't need to change Fred at all?
Nope. Don't even have to
You
change
made
the
him Persian or
ascot.
something.
He is good to go.
At least in Futurama, they made him Jamaican. Jeez.
Ah.
Oh man.
Oh, great. Now I've got the bureaucrat song stuck in my head.
Ah.
Oh man, it's a good episode.
That was a great episode.
You know, sometimes I watch Futurama to laugh, and then it hits you with the feels.
Yep.
Yeah. I came here to
Here-
laugh, not to feel.
Yeah, I came here to chuckle, but now I'm sad. Like I almost was about falling asleep, and then I finished the episode when Brian gets to talk to his mom again.
Oh,
like-
yeah.
I was like, this is so sad. I hate this. I hate this so much.
There's
At
a
least he got closure.
post on the Futurama Reddit, and it was like, watch Futurama, they said. It's funny, they said. And then it just had a shot of, a screenshot of him talking to his mom, Seymour at the end of
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, the scene with the clover from Luck of the Friarish,
Oh.
and I forget what the fourth one was. Oh, the fourth one was a clip from the final episode of him and Leela growing old together.
Yeah.
Also, best way to end a TV show ever.
Literally make it so that you can infinitely loop it.
Yeah, because it just starts back over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
Look, there it was traveling through space, and then it just ends.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about the fact that they're trying to remake it.
At least they got the original like voice actors and stuff.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of the original writers.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with any animated show like that. If you can't either keep growing talent within the writer's room and just reload that way, you're gonna have some weird stuff. I mean, look at The Simpsons. They had
Well-
a solid 10, 12-year run, and then everybody left, and the people that came up through the pipeline were people who had already developed habits and styles outside of the show, and the writing kind of suffered.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Well, and Futurama had a combined like 8 PhDs in the writing room.
Yeah, like it was
Yeah, it was
legit a
ridiculous.
smart show.
Yeah, like you can't recreate that without having exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Like it just will not be the same.
No. So, how do we feel about a change of venue?
Sounds good to me.
Down.
All right. And let's see.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Let's see.
You know, I never realized I was truly falling for a girl until she replies, "Hey, we should do donuts in your Volvo, but standing outside the windows like the Japanese guys do."
Ayy. That's how you know it's true. Bando ride the whip with me, baby. That's how I know it's true. Uh,
Oh, I might have to see if I can sweet talk old Terry to let me do that out in the paddock.
damn, there's like thunder happening. Oh, hi, Glenn. Glenn spawned in
What's
real
up?
hot.
You got that dent officially. I'm gonna go change chasers real quick. Actually, I might grab my wagon. Or one
Oh,
of
I'm
them.
not familiar with this track.
Ooh,
Freaking.
fancy that.
That was absolutely not planned. I am surprised that worked out as well as it did.
I mean, that could be said about a lot of the things that we do there, bud.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
it worked.
I can't
Whoa.
believe that worked.
So I kind of felt bad because I put my 400 up for sale today.
yeah.
And somebody's like, "Hey, would you trade for a 94 525i?"
Oh.
And without hesitation, I'm like, "I'm sorry, man. I already have an E39. I can't handle another BMW in my life." It just silence from the guy right after that. I think there's something wrong with that E34.
There has to be.
I want to. I have my brain completely spaced. I'm like, crap. What if it was a wagon? But I already deleted the text that thinking that she's like, "Hey man, is it a wagon?
Yeah.
If it's a wagon, we can talk. But if it's not, I'm good, man. Your car's like $1,500 total. Four's like $4,000.
I mean, don't you already have a wagon?
Well, you misunderstand me, AJ. I want all the wagons.
He wants as many
Fair
wagon
enough.
as possible.
Like I would murder for a clean E34 wagon.
I mean, yeah.
Cause like that's like one of my dream wagons is the E34 on Empires on bags.
Oh, if I had an E34, I would absolutely make a Touring clone, an M5 Touring clone.
Yeah. Did I tell you I actually worked on an actual M5 Touring?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it was a German import. It was that dark green
Oh yeah.
it has. The car was gorgeous. It gave me goddamn anxiety working on it. Cause it's like $100,000 car. Yeah. just fixing the shifter bushings in it. Gotta pull all this rare ass interior out of here and not break a goddamn clip.
Oh man. I just
I
want
was just like,
to go ahead.
I
Oh,
wanted to die.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a little
Jesus.
harder than working on your E39.
Yeah.
Yeah, E39's fine. I
45.
like E39's like, oh, I broke a clip. I'm gonna go find like 7 of them in the junkyard because the wagon and the sedans are the same interior.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know which way you guys were coming. Oh, hello.
Hey, buddy.
What'd it do?
But yeah, like, I think
Too much. Too much.
actually might be parking the E39 in a shop here soon and pulling the rear end out of it. It's time to do those diff bushings.
Followed you right into the wall.
I'm
They
trying to
only
hug
honk
sick
once in a while.
backies.
Yeah, so I was supposed to do the wheel bearing on the Impala today,
Yeah,
but
and then you got high.
And then
yeah,
you get high.
no. So I was gonna have
Never been on this track, so I have no fucking idea where I'm going.
I was gonna have my buddy drive me up, but I was kind of like not doing well today. So the first time we tried to go, I forgot the part, and then we got almost there, and I realized I didn't have my keys.
Well,
I've had those days. Those are the
Yep.
days where you're just like, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. Let's go get some
Basically-
Mexican food.
Basically told him, I'm like, just go home. I'll do it. I'll get an Uber and do it this weekend.
Oh, man.
I'm just not. And then it started pouring rain, so
Oh yeah, because you're in the Northeast in the winter, man.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, so
yeah.
the
It's
thing
the
of it,
wet season.
the thing of it is my towing or my insurance only covers 15 miles, 15-mile radius of towing, and it's 20 miles away. So I gotta like drive it 6 miles in so I can be within the free towing zone. But the front right wheel bearing now ratchets, and they're
Ooh.
not supposed to do that.
Yeah, not ideal.
I don't know, it sounds like an aftermarket thing. Probably solved with some like hot boiler, ratcheting wheel bearings.
Like I could fix it in the parking lot, but I really don't want to.
Yeah, I get that. Is it at least a bolt-in wheel bearing or is it press-in?
It's bolt-in. It comes as an assembly,
Ah, yeah.
Good.
so it's not gonna be too hard. I just would rather not do it in the parking lot if I don't have to.
Yeah, highly recommend avoiding any work in the parking lot if you can. As someone who's had to change a fuel pump in a parking lot in winter,
I've done a
Well, I rebuilt.
Jeep.
I did the head gasket on my Saab in my apartment complex parking lot.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that is they were like really anal about it. So if your car sat in the same parking spot for like more than 6 days, they would like sticker it, and then on the seventh day they'd tow it.
huh?
So every 5 days, I would have to go out there and push it into a different parking spot,
You got them in a catch-22.
Yeah.
which
Like,
is
it
kind of
doesn't run. Yeah, but it's in a different spot.
it's kind of shitty because one of the guys that lived there had like a fucking hoopty Buick on 24s that sat under a cover in the exact same parking lot or parking space like the two years we lived there.
Weak.
So I think he had it in with the
Yeah, probably. You made friends with the right guys.
yeah, the manager, property manager.
Friggin'. I think this is why I always give Kit crap about never working on his car when he lived in an apartment complex down in Arizona.
And now
I've
it's
done,
falling
like, full
apart
top
up here.
end rebuilds, like, in the goddamn road. Who spoiled that child? You do it, AJ? You spoil Kit?
From what I've heard, nobody spoiled that child. Oh god.
I did start a new rule, though.
Yeah.
So,
For me, you need to ask. I'm not operating anymore. But if you ask, it will happen. Like, we need a tire machine. Go, hey, can I use your tire machine? I'll be like, yeah. I'm not gonna offer it. The kid was waiting for me to offer the tire machine the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to ask it. Be a big boy.
on
I
your
don't
big boy
care.
pants.
But you're doing the tires by yourself, because I got drift cars to fix, man.
I mean, props to him for doing the axles in his, in front of his house.
Dave did most of that.
Yeah.
I was there for part of it, because I welded his diff. I welded ding-dongs in it.
Nice.
And just for him, they're all little guys.
Because he's sent a few videos to the group chat of him sitting there with it in pieces.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
He is.
I about murdered him at my shop one day because it took him 4 hours to put his diff back in, after it took him 3 hours to pull his diff.
Yeah, he has a problem staying on task.
Like, I have ADHD and the TISM. I guess my TISM maybe whips the ADHD into, like, doing the shit. But
Well,
it doesn't always win.
part of the ADHD is the hyperfocus thing, so it's like
Yeah,
I
you're
cannot
right.
I cannot stop until this task is complete.
Maybe that's why I'm able to get stuff done.
I realized recently that my meds have like removed that ability. So if I want to be productive, I have to not take my meds, which is kind of counterintuitive.
Oh yeah, you might need an adjustment on your meds. That happened to my friend. He had to get an adjustment. Like they started messing with him.
They're not messing with me. They just get rid of that hyper focus.
Well, yeah, that's what I
thing.
mean. Like you lose like that.
That edge.
Yeah. Like I purposely don't take my meds just because I didn't like the way they made me feel. But I think that's like the tism messing with the ADHD. Well, on ADHD meds,
Yeah.
it was kind of just like it wasn't sure what to do with it. I guess I don't know. So my friend's like, I can stay on task, or they might have just had me on too many meds.
That's also a possibility.
One day I thought I could feel my skin like vibrate.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not ideal.
Yeah, I stopped taking them. And I stopped seeing that doctor because he turned into kind of a weird asshole. He like blamed autism on me being fat.
What?
What?
Yeah,
That's
I'm so confused.
That's not how that works, though.
And then I tried to explain that to him, and I'm like,
I mean,
yeah, I'm big, but I like work out and shit. Like,
exercise can help ADHD, but not in that way. It's not like if you're fat that then it makes it worse. It's just
Like-
a dopamine thing.
yeah, no, like the worst part is like that is 100% like the doctor's. If a male doctor walks in to my room, I already know what he's gonna say. Have you tried losing weight? Huh? My arm's broken in 4 places, but I guess it's because I'm fat, Doc. Yeah. You solved the mystery. Thanks, bud.
Guess I shouldn't have gone back for seconds. Or else the
Like right now,
scoliosis would be a lot better. Thanks, Doc.
I need an emergency room visit because my aunt forced me to go to the emergency room because I had my eye blood vessel burst, right?
Yeah, we saw the pictures.
Yeah. So my aunt forces me to go there, and like literally it comes back as like nothing too crazy, like it happens, blah blah blah, and literally the doctor he did nothing. He came in, he didn't even check my blood pressure or nothing. He just looked at me and I literally stopped him in his tracks. I'm like, just so you know, Doc, I do work out 3 to 4 times a week, walk about 5 to 6 miles a week before you say anything. He was about literally to say, have you tried losing weight? You're overweight. I literally stopped him, so I'm actually fighting his bill. I'm gonna call them on Monday and go, hey, I'm not paying $300 for him to tell me I'm a fat ass. That's an observation. That's not actually professionalism.
Yeah.
I want a second opinion. Oh, alright, you're ugly too.
That's cool, man, but am I fat? Nah, you're big bone. That doesn't exist! My mom lied to me! I just like cinnamon rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, so I found out recently. Apparently, I don't know how true this is because I saw it on the internet.
Yeah.
But according to what I was reading, one of the causes of ADHD is a brain that doesn't produce enough dopamine.
Huh.
Yeah, that's like one of the main causes, actually.
Yeah, so everybody with ADHD has a dopamine deficiency,
Yep, that's why we chase that high.
which is why we also all suffer from depression. So that's cool.
Depression, caffeine addiction. Like, literally, Monster needs to stop, like, advertising to athletes and just advertise to autistic ADHD people. Not even kidding. Like,
You 16-year-old kid, you got a test that you need to do and you can't finish your homework? Drink a Monster.
like literally, like people like who are late diagnosed, like late in life, realize that they've been self-medicating by abusing caffeine since they're like 12. I'm just like, yeah.
I abuse caffeine like it owes me money.
They're advertising to the wrong people. Especially like if I really want to get something done, I pick up a big Red Bull. Like I don't know what it is about Red Bull, but it's just like, all right, I'm gonna get all of this done. I wrote a 20-page paper on gun rights versus gun control in 2 nights
Like,
with cited resources on both sides.
the only reason I got through the military unmedicated was because I was drinking like 4 to 5 NOS/Monster BFCs like every day.
Jeez.
How I've
Yeah,
never
so-
had a kidney stone is beyond me.
Do you drink a lot of fruit juice? Like a lot of citric fruits?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's why you haven't had a kidney stone, especially mangoes.
Dope. Oh
You
yeah,
actually, like,
I love pineapple juice, like straight pineapple
yeah,
juice.
pineapple, mango, those stuff actually break down those stones. That's how acidic they are.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a self-correcting problem.
Yeah.
Itching.
It's horrible, but like,
Yeah, because like literally all I drank in Hawaii was like coconut and pineapple juice and Monster.
nice.
That was
It's
all
so
I
good
drank.
all at the same time.
Oh yeah. And then copious amounts of alcohol, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's neither. Nah.
Yeah, so like we'll go on a little ADHD lesson time. Why not? So people with ADHD actually have a higher risk at addictive behaviors.
Yep, know that.
The caffeine addiction, the dopamine deficiency is actually like the #1 thing, but I guess there's like the opposite too. And you come to find out that ADHD is actually a spectrum between, because it's all on a neurodivergent spectrum, all
Right.
part of like those mental illnesses, but ADHD and ADD are literally the same thing, but one is on one side, one is on the other. Like you can take one of my best friends, Kevin. He has ADHD, where I was diagnosed with ADD as a kid because I was more quiet. And then so he was like the exact opposite, but we both technically have the same mental issue,
Right.
but our body processes it differently.
Well, and that's another one of those like wise tales slash like truths that people think is a truth but isn't a truth. Like ADHD doesn't have to be the kid bouncing off the walls. Like a big part of ADHD is ADHD fatigue and what is it? The paralysis, like task paralysis.
That kind of crap
Yeah.
affects me so much. I hate it. They're like, "Oh, you're just lazy." I'm not lazy. My brain literally won't let me do this task.
Yeah.
I'm literally fighting a battle right now, trying to do this task.
I have too many things to worry about, which means that I can't worry about anything.
Yeah.
Or you know, I can't clean the house because you know there's this light bulb is just a little bit too dim and I can't fix it right now, so I can't fix anything else.
Yeah. Well, that's like the rabbit hole, the ADHD rabbit hole. It's like, oh, I fixed this. Oh no, freaking Malcolm in the Middle does a perfect example of that.
Oh yeah, the dad.
Yeah, he goes from changing, what is it? Changing a light bulb to replacing the transmission in the car.
Yeah.
Just so he can go get a light bulb. He's like, well, this ain't right. Well, that ain't right. Oh, I need this to do that. Oh, I need to go to the store. I need to do this. And then all of a sudden, she's like, weren't you just changing the light bulb? What do you think I'm doing? He's under the van, covered in grease with a transmission pulled out. Like, that's literally like one of the best examples of ADHD that I've ever seen on like TV.
Guys, there's a Christmas tree down here at this end.
And where?
At that front, the main straight, the start-finish straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just kind of go all the way, like, instead of trying to suck sick backies at that last turn, if you just, I don't know, go straight off, you'll find the end of the pavement. And some people standing behind a K-rail barrier. That's not very safe. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. But then, yeah, there's a Christmas tree.
So that's not very safe because a Volvo will back its ass into it and move it 3 feet, and you gotta jump out of the way.
I mean, a lot of stuff will move a K-rail. That's...
Well,
that's Mike's at the other end of the...
Other end?
Oh yeah, I see his lights.
Yeah.
Okay, turn around.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Flicking my lights on for you.
Oh man.
Hi!
I think it's fun to learn about like
Oh shit, there's a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I am still burning tires to 142 miles an hour in this wagon.
I just punted Mike.
Yeet! Got you. Hey guys!
Hi, Glenn.
So where's this Christmas tree?
Right here. Hey?
Not
Oh,
not a
yeah.
Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's a drag racing Christmas tree.
Sorry, that was the Tism speaking.
No, it's okay. I thought the same thing too.
Christmas tree. You mean Christmas tree? Those are lights. 3, 2, 1, go! Wah! I need a parachute so I can open it on you guys. I still think that's the ultimate troll I've ever seen, like on like freeway digs.
Yeah.
Nope. Come on.
Woo!
And he sticks the landing.
Tight.
You know what this reminds me of is that one day we did limos on Forza
Oh God.
on the Top Gear track. Do you remember that?
Yes. Such a glorious time.
I still think our best moment that was never recorded was the VW Safaris on
Oh, Mount Panorama.
Panorama. Yeah.
Oh man, that was glorious. Oh, that was so bad. So good.
Saddest part of that is we have no evidence of it because it didn't get recorded, so it only lives in our memories.
Yeah, we were just dicking around.
I hate to say it, that sometimes those are just the best memories. Like, there's like no recording of it. It's just like you and a couple of buddies, like, oh damn.
Yeah. Ugh. Alright, I'm feeling a change of venue.
Okay.
Alright.
Do it.
Change of venue, and I'm gonna grab a different car.
Alright, I think I might go. Man. So. Oh, map.
What to bring? What to bring?
Hmm.
Decisions. I've got nothing to drive.
I got nothing to drive, and I probably own every car in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own all but like 4.
Man.
I know
Yeah,
the
we can bring that.
I know the perfect car for this track. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
What track is it?
Milton?
Yep. Remember what we were just talking about, AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Mount Panorama is in this game.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I never made the connection that this was Mount Panorama.
Yeah. Man, I kind of want to
Oh, it
build
starts
like.
you out in the pits too. That's cool.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a different car. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna. Jesus, we're not doing that. That's a hilarious but dumb idea.
Surprised Kit didn't join us.
Kit doesn't have a PC right now, and he still has shitty internet.
So, I'm so confused by that boy.
Yeah.
Get in line.
He doesn't pay rent or anything.
Now he's gonna have to pay rent. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, is he getting a place?
Nope. Just things changed. With his current situation.
Oh.
So yeah.
So what you're saying is, Kit fucked around and he found out.
Actually, no. Somebody else fucked around, and now Kit has to deal with it.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not a good drift track.
No.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I remember Kit got so bad at me at the drift event because he wanted to buy those Empires I have, right?
Yeah.
And he's on like bald tires.
Yes,
Kit,
he is.
buy tires. Take that $100 and buy a pair of tires. It's like, but why? I'm like, be responsible, kid. Be responsible. It's like it felt like freaking. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name right now. Adam Sandler like shaking the child. Don't
Billy
ever grow
Madison.
up. Yeah. It's like,
Oh god, that is way off into the kitty litter. That doesn't actually stop you.
Nope.
honestly, I lied about this being the perfect car for this track. This car is actually horrible.
Yeah, that is not good for this track.
Great car though.
I need to go set something up for a grip build and bring it out here.
I kind of get grip for like 3 whole seconds. It's like, what's Glenn driving? A pink Lamborghini.
Nah.
It's like, what is it? It's an Audi. Wait, nope, it's a Volkswagen. Lamborghini? Yes. Porsche? You're kind of still right. Volkswagen became everything.
Yes, they did.
You've heard of Mad Mike? This is Angry Mike.
Yeah.
Wah! There's a wall! What was it? Daigo Saito has a drift Lamborghini. Right. Huracan.
Yeah, so does Mad Mike with it.
Is it really? Nice.
Yeah, he does.
That thing better be rotary swapped.
I have no idea. I just know that he's got huge fucking turbofans on the front.
Sick.
And for supposedly the grip setup, this thing sucks.
I don't like the grip setups in this game.
They're fucking. This is like. This doesn't want to do anything.
I
Like
think
it
they
just.
just like threw it in there. They're like, hey, alright, it's a drifting game, but here's some grip stuff, I guess?
Yeah, like this thing just doesn't want to do anything. Like it rotates super lazily.
What's funny is like, that's Lamborghini's pretty lazy in rotation. It could be like the super negative camber and like how slammed it is.
That can't be it.
It's gotta be it. Like, can you like think about like the guy who like back in the day made like the first like Lamborghini sports car? It's like I like tractors, but let's make a spicy meatball.
Well, it
And
was.
boom, Lamborghini.
It was really more just like, hey man, the clutch in this Ferrari sucks. Let's put one from my tractor in there. And Enzo didn't like that. So Enzo told him to eat shit. And Lamborghini was just like, nah, how about you suck my dick from the back?
Yeah, like I hate like I
Enzo
love,
didn't like much of anything.
no,
Yeah,
did
he really
not.
didn't.
I love Ferraris, I really do, but Lamborghini, like early Lamborghini cars, are so much more iconic than most Ferraris.
Yeah, there's
I'd
like a
still rather
handful.
have a Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
Yes, Koenigsegg would be sick. But like if you think like 90s, like 90s and 80s, nobody thought of Ferraris. They thought like the F40, yeah, but then you had the Countach and like the Diablo in the 90s, and like you're just kind of like, yeah, that was the car. That was the car you want to be caught doing cocaine in. No Ferrari, Lamborghini. The Countach came with a Coke mirror. Come on, guys. Ain't no business happening in a Countach.
Mm-mm.
I just think of that scene from The Wolf of Wall Street when he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I made it home," and then it shows him actually getting home, and he's like driving over mailboxes.
Jeez. Basically.
You know
So
what I'm
every time I
talking
think
about?
like Diablos, I think of Dumber and Dumber when they have that orange.
Yeah.
They just like kick it stuff out because it's just full of stuff. Just handing out IOUs. Hey, buddy. Like, no, that's as good as money. It's an IOU.
Ooh, you probably want to hang on to that one.
Yeah. Lambo. Oh, did I tell you guys my idea for the paint scheme on the Volvo?
No?
I'm going to do the classic Marlboro,
Hell yes.
but I'm doing my own little spin on it. Instead of Marlboro, it's going to say Volbro.
Ah.
I feel like Marlboro's like running out of money and need to sue somebody. Run out of cowboys. You know the real reason why people hated Obama?
Because he ruined everything.
Nah, because he didn't smoke menthols.
What?
God.
So you're telling me that if he'd have lit up a Pall Mall or not a Pall Mall, what are they called?
Newport.
Newport, then it wouldn't have completely gone to shit.
Yeah. The Reds kind of like completely washed him out of all his soul.
I didn't know he smoked at all.
He did. Towards the end, he smoked kind of like a freight train, actually.
Yeah, it turns out being president really takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, like if somebody was showing pictures of like Bush and Obama, like from start to finish, like Bush looked like he aged 100 years.
Oh yeah, like it.
Yeah, and then they
fucks
have a
with
picture
you.
of Biden at the beginning of the administration and Biden at the end, and it's the exact same picture.
Yeah.
Something had a stick that made me kind of laugh. It's like, he's not dumb. He has dementia. That's like
Yeah.
all it says. And I'm just like, you know what? You got a point there. like, I'm pretty sure Saudi Arabia is still kind of butthurt over the fist bump.
Yeah, didn't he trailer hitch somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
And that's why we're going to war with Saudi Arabia.
God, I'd explain to the Zoomer kid at work what a trailer hitch was the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, I've had Zoomers do it to me before. Like, how does he not know what a trailer hitch is?
Well, because I told him trailer hitch, and he's like, "What's that?" And then I showed him, and he's like, "Oh, that has a name."
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I just thought that was like a douchey thing way to give somebody a high five." It's like,
Nah.
I mean, yes, but also,
You know, I think one of the best like meme things, Vines or TikToks I saw the other day, it was a millennial. It said literally had a millennial and a Gen Z, a Zoomer or whatever. Freaking, it made me laugh because it's like millennials getting ready to head into their 4th recession in their lifetime. Gen Z, are we gonna be okay? Millennial, buckle up.
First time?
yeah, it's the old guy,
Fourth time around.
the old guy with Zoomer over his head or Gen Z over his head. He's like, "I can't believe we're going into a recession." Millennial, first time.
First time, huh?
So not to get all down on Zoomers, but I have a theory.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it's the fault of the internet, but for some reason or another, I think Gen Z has lost, like, as a cultural whole or as a generational whole, or due to nature, nurture, whatever you want to call it, they've lost the ability to comprehend irony.
It's because most of the
Or they don't,
millennials.
or they don't know how to comprehend irony. Because, like, if you look at like Gen Z humor, a lot of it is just, it's funny because they tell you it's funny, not because there's any sort of humor behind it.
Yeah, they do a lot of telling, not a lot of showing.
It's a lot of, well, because so we have a 19-year-old kid that works for us, and we're talking about memes, and he was like showing me some memes, and I was like, that's kind of funny, but I don't really get it. And I was showing him memes, and he was like, okay, I don't understand why it's funny. And in through talking with each other, I figured out that, like, a whole lot of Gen Z humor is, like, this is funny. If you see this, laugh. And then they see it and they laugh. They don't quite know why, other than they know that it's funny.
I actually want to connect it with the death of Vine.
With the what?
The death of Vine.
Yeah, well, okay, so here's something that I've also noticed is a lot of, like, Gen Z's grown up with the internet, right? Like, specifically YouTube. A lot of YouTubers did stuff kind of in jest, but, millennials understood, oh, this is all done ironically, but Gen Z sees that and goes, "Oh, this is a cool thing to do, so I'm going to do it." So they do it genuinely without understanding the irony of it.
Yeah, they don't understand it's a joke. They just see somebody doing something and it's like, okay, this person is older, they have an audience. Therefore what they're doing has to be cool. They
Yeah,
just take
a
it at
lot of
face value.
yeah, that's kind of the thing is because Gen Z kind of not with, without without any fault of their own kind of grew up in the day of don't trust everything you see on the internet, but also like internet deep fakes and the rise of like the kind of the propaganda machine, digital propaganda machine.
Yeah.
So it's like they simultaneously take everything at face value and don't trust anything they see.
Yeah. Like, if it's not something that one of their friends posted or, like, a very known quantity, they don't trust it.
Well, and even then, the known quantities are kind of untrusted until kind of the whole like the don't eat the weird berry until somebody else eats it and they're okay.
Yeah.
Like it's the digital equivalent of that, of waiting until somebody eats the rotten berry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a whole lot of it's like if anybody knows computer code, it's a whole lot of like if then humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If then, if then, if then, if then.
Yeah,
If
like A equals funny, E equals laugh. If A then B.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to a different track.
Yeah, this one's not really working out very well. Anyway, like I said, not to be down on Zoomers, just an observation that I made
No,
of like.
it wasn't really down. That was literally an observation of like
Yeah.
what it's
And then
like.
on the flip side of it, you have millennials, which kind of grew up in the rise of I'm using comedy to hide my pain.
Oh yeah, that's why.
So you have
so
a,
much.
you have two generations who have like no way to communicate because we only communicate through humor, and they have no comprehension of humor.
I am hilarious, and you'll quote everything I say.
So anyway, just an observation.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good observation.
Well, because I've been trying to figure out like where the disconnect is with, because a lot of my coworkers are much younger than me.
Yeah, that's
So I've been trying
here.
to figure out the disconnect, and it's like, oh, we're not talking in compatible languages.
See, I have one Zoomer that works for me, and he drives me absolutely nuts because he's like that gun ho IT guy that wants to like try to do everything, but he's never had any actual like development experience. So I come from a developer background, not an IT background. So does my friend who's also in the office. And we're at a meeting and we literally just like face palmed at the same time. And we're like, Reese, no. Like what? Like do you understand how many programs we would have to make? How much code we would have to write to do this one simple thing you're trying to do this way? We'll just leave it the way that we write one piece of code and it runs the whole thing. Why do you want to write a whole program?
Yeah, and the time it takes you to automate a task, you could have just done the task.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to be mean, but until you actually develop a program from start to finish,
yeah, I gotta go put some grip in this car real quick.
Yeah, I'll hold the
Thank you.
room. Yeah. Well, so like the Zoomer kid that works with us, the 19-year-old, we were hired at about the same time, but I've already worked for this company just at a different franchise, and I've already done like a lot of I have about a year and change of cell phone repair experience on top of all of my mechanical experience. And this is like his first customer service job, and the only reason he got the job was because he's built a couple computers.
yeah.
But like he kind of like he treats me like, and we got hired around the same time, so he treats me like I'm same level of experience he is, just because we got hired within a few weeks of each other. And it's like, no, dude, like I actually have way more experience. I just happen to start around the same time you do.
It's kind of how like me and Reese are. Like Reese, like he does know a lot, but he doesn't have a lot of like working experience. He has a
Yeah.
lot of book knowledge. So it's like I watch him do things. I'm just like, why are you doing this? Like, what was it? He was resetting entire networks to fix one camera when I would go in and reset the one port for that camera and do it in half the time. But he's like, well, it resets the IPs. I'm like, okay, well, set an IP for it, and then you don't have to reset the IPs every time.
No.
And the last meeting, because I haven't really been to any meetings lately, because I do a lot of traveling, because that's like my job title. I'm an IT travel tech. So I miss meetings a lot. And last one, he was all like, well, I went through this whole system. And I set all the IPs on the cameras, and they're working flawlessly now. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit, huh? I had to keep my mouth shut for 30 minutes in that meeting because I'm just kind of like, yeah, me and my other coworker, he's also my good friend Miles, have been doing that for like the past 6 months. Where you been, man? All right, I'm gonna let him have this one. It's basically what I told myself.
Just let the kid have the dub.
It's like he's working hard. It's just like, dude, it's just travel IT help desk and light networking. You don't have to go above and beyond. The best part is my boss hates brown nosers. And it's hilarious to watch my boss cringe sometimes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
like he'll ask me, or he'll like he'll like give a question to the room, just like, hey, does anybody know how to do this? And I'll be like, oh yeah, just do it this way. And he'll just kind of like okay, and then he'll like ask somebody else directly, and it's like I just told you how to do it. And or like if I start to do something that looks weird, he'll like second guess me on the spot, and it's like, no, this is just because it's not the exact way that somebody else has done it doesn't mean it's the wrong way to do it. And it's just like, will you stop?
You're having the same issue I got to watch with Padlock and Padlock
Yeah.
at the drift track with Rudy. So Rudy went and was asking about like how to do a certain thing in a turn when we were drifting, and Hadlock explained it to him perfectly. But instead of like trusting Hadlock, who's been drifting for years,
Yeah.
he just never went pro. He just enjoys the grassroots stuff. He turns to Chelsea Denofa, and Chelsea Denofa says, "Yeah, what he said," and points at Hadlock.
Yeah, like fucking Rudy.
That dude takes shit way too seriously for grassroots stuff.
It really is. It's like, dude.
Like, Rudy, stop sucking the fun out of it.
Yeah, like, Rudy, why'd you bring your pro car to the, like, grassroots parking lot event?
Like, we get it. You have money.
Yeah, like, you have more money than sense. We understand.
Yeah, money doesn't buy skill. We get it.
No, it does not.
Money can buy you a lot of things. Skill is not one of them. I got into it with one of the more like liberal guys at work because I have to remind myself sometimes that I'm now living in a blue state.
Yep.
But we had like a 2-hour long argument of whether or not money could buy happiness.
That's...
You can buy the comfort that equals happiness, the security of happiness.
Yeah, but it's
money.
not gonna, like...
In this capitalist machine we live in. That's technically not capitalist.
It's really not. It's also not a democracy. It's a democratic republic.
Yeah, that's ran by corporations.
Yep.
Because we have political representation. It's not a direct democratic system.
Yeah. I love
Whatever.
The problem is with me is like people think I'm conservative and I start spouting shit off like, whoa, where the hell did you come from? Like, you thought I was conservative because I like guns. I like guns because I can shoot the government with them. You like guns because you show them off like Tonka toys.
Yeah.
No offense, I still like showing off guns like Tonka toys.
Oh, hold on.
It's not gonna stop me from building.
You can like guns without being weird about it. That's absolutely possible.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, like, it's... Hold on, I'm gonna do something. Continue this important discourse.
But
Uh,
but yeah, so like people are like, what are you? I'm like, I'm progressive. What's that mean? I want to see stuff actually done. I'm tired of these people who just sit around and do nothing. They're like,
I consider myself a right-leaning libertarian. Like I just want to be left alone, but like I'm not
yeah,
aiming towards anarchy. Like that's too
Yeah.
far the wrong direction.
yeah, that is too far the wrong direction.
Like I want my own liberty and I want to just be left the fuck alone. Like to be completely honest with you, I don't like having a political opinion. I don't like that I have to maintain politics,
Yeah.
but in order to like keep up with the world, you kind of have to.
It's sadly a part of freaking life.
But like given the choice, I would rather not be political. I don't necessarily want to live in a police state,
Yeah, screw that.
but I just want to be left alone to, shoot my guns and build my cars and do whatever I want to do. So it's like, yeah, I'm for conservatism, but I'm also like not I'm also for or I'm for liberty, but not to the extreme of like, let's burn this, burn the government to the ground because that's like,
Yeah.
It's a little too spicy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at that point, it just devolves into anarchy, and it's like you don't really want anarchy. Say you do, but you really don't.
you don't fully grasp what that means.
What was it? Was it
Yeah.
Oregon or Washington had a city that went straight into
Yeah, Chaz, and you know what happened there?
bears were in the streets.
Yeah.
Like they had more, so they organized a militia that they called a police force, and they had more shootings in a week than Los Angeles had in a month.
Yeah.
Or more gun-related deaths that were caused by the quote-unquote militia than police-related shootings in Los Angeles in a month.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Really.
Especially if
Like-
you think about it like in a population level too.
Oh, comparatively, yeah. And
Yeah.
on top of it, like, it's a quote-unquote militia, but also like what they were considering, oh, this is an anti-governmental state, but we're establishing a police force.
Yeah, and it's like, and the minute you privatize the police force, it starts making things interesting. What's funny is Cyberpunk kind of like touches on that with their privatized like health and stuff like that, where you have different tiers of like different levels, how much money you make and what you can afford. So basically, if it's the bare minimum, you die. If not, they'll bring you back to life if you're like high tier.
A bit of Fry and Laurie did a sketch on privatized police where Hugh Laurie basically had to pay for his subscription to the police department.
Nah.
Like, sir, your subscription is up.
Well,
Your
here's
free
the
trial has ended.
here's the thing though, not to go too far into the weeds, but it's like you hear all these people complaining about how the police officers are not trained enough, they don't have training that's long enough, they don't have, the right equipment to train with, and yet they also want to take funding away. It's like, where do you think that funding is going?
So that's what
Training
confuses me. Yeah, it's
Training
'cause
costs a lot of money.
you want them to have more training and all this, but you want to defund them at the same time. I would say make them allocate their funds towards training versus buying military weaponry that they hardly ever touch. Like,
See, that's the other thing is you have to. What are you claiming is military weaponry? Because they do buy a lot of,
it's
I guess, unused like surplus at,
kinda like, well, it's like I'm not saying like I'm more like saying like some of the cities have like basically just the SWATs are. Well, I guess SWAT has to be like that to a point. I'm just saying. Let me restate that. Take some of the funding, move it towards education. That's all you gotta do. Don't defund the police. Maybe fund them a little bit more. Yeah, it's gonna raise taxes, but stop all the fucking crooked people who are stealing the money anyway. Take that money and funnel it towards them.
Well, the
Alright.
problem is where the money is being funneled through like the commissioner, not even like the chief of police, but like the commissioner who is a appointed appointed official. So if a senator can very easily buy a commissioner, and the commissioners who controls the police force essentially. So yeah, it only takes one crooked guy at the top to ruin an entire city's police department.
Yep.
But it's not like a sheriff where it's voted in. It's a federally appointed person. He's a bureaucrat. He's not a police officer. More times than none, the commissioner has no police experience whatsoever. So the guy controlling it's like a manager hired from outside. He has no idea how to do the job, but he has management experience, so he manages.
You know, it's funny that I've actually turned down management jobs for that reason. Because I was like, I thought about it, like, nah, these guys have been working here a long time. They're not going to listen to me. Screw this. Like, they're going to have to pay me a lot more to, like, try to get a handle on guys who've been here, like, 3 or 4 years. And I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm the manager somehow.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
because I have that experience.
I got into it recently with a guy on Facebook because so Florida bought a used MRAP essentially.
Why?
It doesn't have any guns on it or anything, but it still has like the up armor plating.
Yeah.
But they use it for hurricane relief because it's a
They
very
can
heavy.
bust through everything.
Huh?
They can bust through all the crap.
Well, and you could probably drive that thing through a hurricane with all the armor, and
I know it's so damn heavy.
well, it's heavy. It can ford like 2 meters of water, which you need in a hurricane. And everybody has those videos of like telephone poles being thrown through houses. I mean, obviously you want some armor on there, but this dude was like, why does Florida have an MRAP? And it's like, well, it's not armed. It's armored, but it's not armed. They don't have guns on it.
You know, at the same time, when you think of Florida man, I don't think they have enough gunpowder. That you can show up an alligator and a water gun and take out the whole military.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's like just because it was used by the military doesn't make it big scary military equipment. And some guy was like, "Oh, that's going to be used on like civilians as soon as the hurricane's over." It's like, probably not.
A lot of people are still stuck in like when Compton was like in like the 80s with the fucking battering rams banging through front doors and shit.
Well, and like everybody posts those videos of like, oh, this is the demilitarize the police, and it'll be like a video from Venezuela or South America.
Venezuela.
Hi, Dave.
It's like this isn't even the United States. Hey, Dave.
Hello. Sorry, I'm drifting in an R8.
I'm drifting a hastily built Mustang.
We love
drifting
Mustangs.
Ah!
Yeah.
I'm drifting a D1 car from the early 2000s.
And I'm here for that.
No,
Just came to show up in my leopard print final bout car. Don't mind me.
Atta boy.
You gotta tune this thing at some point. But that point is not now.
About it, like, gosh, like what's funny is people don't realize like a lot of things have changed since the 80s. Like we don't call helicopters ghetto birds anymore.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, fucking.
When did we do that in the first place?
In the 80s in LA, they were known as ghetto birds when they were searching for somebody.
Because they were
Ice
always.
Cube has a whole song about it where he's just having a day running from a ghetto bird.
I mean, but like, to be honest with you, most of the arguments against like more stout policing is like, I just want to be able to get away with illegal shit, and now I can't, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's actually kind of true. I'm mad.
If you listen to most anti-police arguments, it's just this is making it harder for me to do illegal shit, and I'm mad about it.
It's like, I have this theory that most like things are like planted by the government to throw off civilians to turn us farther apart as a people because when we're together we're too powerful.
I mean, you're absolutely correct, but also, sorry, Dave.
I get called the nut case when I say stuff like that though. Like, no,
yeah.
I'm like, yes. Why do you think the CIA technically exists?
The thing about smart people is they sound like crazy people to dumb people.
And what's really bad is like some of my theories are slowly coming true.
Sorry.
Every conspiracy theorist for the last 20 years or 30 years has been just openly gaslit by everybody.
And then they're like, And then all of a sudden it happens, like, see? Like, oh, we saw that coming. Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't read the writing on the wall. You didn't decode those stars and eat all those aluminum foil hats.
You didn't read the CIA documentation that was declassified. You just tweeted about it.
Yeah, dick.
I was born in it, molded by it.
Just say they're just like frantically pointing at newspapers with red line everywhere.
It's just the scene from A Beautiful Mind where he's cutting up the newspapers to find the Nazi encoded messages.
Charlie Day in the fucking mailroom.
God damn it, Charlie.
Oh man.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Is it Idiocracy is supposed to be a comedy, not a documentary?
Oh God.
Well, we've already lived through President Camacho. What's next?
I don't know, man. Like, Trump's trying to go for another run.
Well,
He's not gonna get it.
No, but I'm sure as hell gonna vote for DeSantis.
Like, well, what's funny is I thought about it when I was doing the math one day. You know, the millennials and Gen Z need to show out in force one more time to outbalance the baby boomers. That's it. After that, there's not enough of them. Literally, all you have to do is make sure you register to vote. Make sure you get your freaking thing to your house. Utah likes to not send stuff to my house because I'm registered as, like, I'm not, like, Democrat or Republican or anything. I'm just registered to vote.
neither.
Go to the booth. Don't mail it in.
I'm not registered. I'm not registered with either party, and they send all the shit to my house.
Dude, they don't send me anything. They know I know what they're doing. Like, we don't want him voting.
No,
Like, I
we just
voted
need to
for-
go.
Oh, sorry.
It's like
We
Duck
just-
2020.
We just need to go with Christian Finnegan's idea of voting, where it's like if you're 18, you get one vote. Like 20 to 30, you get 2 votes. 30 to 40, you get 5 votes. 40 to 50, you get 2 votes, and then like 50 to 60, you get 1 vote, and 60 and up, you just don't get the vote.
Just don't get the vote.
Like
Man.
you know, we'll take your ballot. You know, you can fill out the ballot, and we'll take it. We're just not going to count it.
Well, it's
Love
like
it.
it's like why are people that are gonna be dead in the next like 5 or 10 years voting for laws anyway? Why does it matter to them? Is it just like one last time to stick it to the kids? It's like, yeah, take that, kids. Yeah.
Back in my day,
Back
Yeah.
in my day, if a guy created an engine that ran off of freaking water, we murdered him. We still do. Except for Toyota started doing it. We can't really murder them.
please tell me I'm not the only person that has seen the movie Man of the Year.
Man of the
With
year.
Robin
Yeah, yeah. Is that with
It was when he was playing a comedian that accidentally became like the president through like
Yeah.
some type of voting glitch.
yeah, somehow he became president. Yeah, I haven't seen that in forever.
I think
though.
I've seen clips from it.
I honestly probably haven't seen it in 12, 13 years, but every
I was-
time a presidential race starts coming up, I'm like, oh, dig Robin Williams up. He could do better.
I mean,
Seriously.
I miss Robin Williams more than I miss certain family members.
That
Robin
is
Williams was a
100% feels, man. I am
Ah.
right there with you.
People always like, why did Robin Williams hurt you so much? I'm like, he was like a huge part of my childhood.
It's just the same reason why kids with bad bowl cuts and WRXs miss Paul Walker.
Yeah.
I mean, I also miss Paul Walker, but that's neither here nor there.
You're right.
I have neither an STI or a bad bowl cut.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, fuck that guy. He made supers cost $100,000.
I'm pretty sure just Fast and Furious in general made that happen.
I know, but the minute
Yeah.
that you stuck Paul Walker in it to like be the hero car, that wrote the death warrant for anybody ever affording one
Uh,
of those that isn't in like.
I mean, but the
top
dude
10.
also did a lot for like
Well,
the
he
street
was
racing community and
Friday
Oh,
Night
he did a
Yeah.
ton. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I think he's great. Like those movies weren't really about cars anymore.
They're about explosions. That's where I lost them.
yeah,
No,
they
it-
kind
it
of
was-
they kind
The
of
thing
lost
was,
the plot.
it was still exciting.
It turned into Ocean's Supra.
Seriously. And there was always a Supra and always a Charger in every movie.
Yeah, I think that's kind of when it jumped the shark because then it was just like buying off the fan nostalgia and not actually writing anything good.
Yeah, how
my
many
God,
things
they
does Vin Diesel actually say besides family in any of the movies after number 4?
You know what's funny, AJ? I just thought of something. Ask your Zoomer coworker what jump the shark means.
They
Yeah.
don't know.
He's like, I can tell you right now.
Shit,
It's like we're
I had
just
to
gonna go
explain
ahead.
to Amanda what jump the shark is.
What? Oh man.
She also comes from a very sheltered like childhood, so I kind of give her a pass on that. It's a work in
Yeah.
progress. I've had to introduce her to a lot of things. No, like legitimately, like she didn't have TV until she was like 6.
Huh.
Yeah,
Honestly, half of the smart shit I know came out of Mike's mouth. So
Like,
I am so sorry.
But yeah, so I was like, yeah, jump the shark, and she's like, don't you mean jump ship? I was like, no, like jump the shark, and she's like, what does that mean?
Jump the shark, like
Oh
Fonzie.
boy,
What?
oh boy.
Fonzie, Jump the Shark is when the show went all to hell.
No.
Like,
Jump the shark is when the show's plot line breaks breaks the suspension of disbelief by breaking the universal laws created by the original storyline.
it's like, I think almost a lot of shows that go on for a long time have a jump the shark moment. Like, was it to
In-
me, that 70s show is when Eric left. He kind of like, I kind of like lost interest.
In the words of one of the writers for Supernatural, it's not jumping the shark if you never come back down.
Keep going!
I
Gain
mean,
more altitude!
he ain't
Pull up,
wrong.
damn it, pull up.
I pulled up as hard as I can, man. I gotta land this bitch.
we just can't do it, Captain. We don't have the
2
power.
more seasons, please.
Let's see if you guys get this reference. Come on, Big D, fly.
Yes.
Mike gets it.
Damn right I do. You have any idea how long it took for me to find that fucking movie on DVD?
Damn.
Yeah.
And it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, it is. But hey, man, I'm a big proponent of getting... If there's something you love on streaming, go ahead and find it like a physical copy, because it's probably not going to be on streaming forever.
Oh, I absolutely have a DVD of it.
You know what's funny is I realized that I hate HBO Max the other day.
Okay.
Why am I?
That's a recent
Yeah.
conclusion.
Yeah, I actually
No.
finally got it because I'm like,
I've
oh, I
hated
kind
it
of
since
watch
the 90s.
like I wanted to watch South Park, and South Park is on HBO Max. I was like, I'll watch it. But every time I start an episode up, I have to watch an ad. And I'm already paying $15 for this bullshit.
So I bought Discovery Channel's stupid streaming service. I forget what it's called. It's like Discovery Plus or something.
It is.
Just so I could watch Survivor Man, and I literally made one subscription payment, and then he posted all of his Survivor Man episodes on his YouTube channel. And I'm like, well, I can cancel that now.
It's like me, I get really, I don't know what it is. I love River Monsters. I will sit
Yo.
there and watch River Monsters on a
Les-
marathon.
Les Stroud is a fucking beast, and you can fight me on that.
Like, just the storytelling, it just really gets me in. And all he's doing is fishing. It's literally all he's doing.
Sean?
Just like, but like, it's just like his build up to it, like the stories that comes from it, and like, usually the fish is like this crazy looking thing you never like seen.
Well, it's like I had watched Man vs. Wild, and I watched Survivor Man. I was like, I like Survivor Man better. I like that he's
Yeah.
doesn't have a camera crew, and it's a little more genuine. And then I
Yeah.
started watching the director's commentaries from Les Stroud because he directed the thing and like wrote most of it. And he started telling about how like Bear Grylls copied a bunch of stuff from his older episodes, and like Bear Grylls is kind of a chump.
He really is.
Yeah. I think Survivor Man, he was the guy. They discovered a new type of like weird sickness if you went completely lean meat carnivore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they figured they call it like rabbits. This is something weird because you're not getting all the
rabbits,
fat.
rabbit starvation because rabbits are 100% lean.
Yeah, you're not getting
Yeah.
the necessary fats that you need for your brain to brain.
Yeah, I guess they did a study on like the two, like there's two like Inuit tribes, one that like survived off of like rabbits and stuff, and then ones that hunted whales. The ones that hunted
s-
whales had all the blubber and everything. So
Yeah,
they were a lot
specifically,
healthier.
specifically hares was what they
Okay.
were mainly. Snowshoe hares was mainly what they were mainly feeding on, and yeah, they're 100% lean, no fat.
Jeez. Yeah, you need that fat to survive. It's weird that you do, but you do.
Yeah, so like I didn't realize this, but I've gone back and like researched it a little bit. A lot of the stuff that he did on Survivor Man
Yo.
like hadn't been done before, and a bunch of like survival shows have copied it since.
Huh.
Go figure.
So, and it's like stuff that he did out of necessity of not having a camera crew.
Yeah, like it was wild because he would have to do the whole like he would have to pack in cameras, not just one. Like sometimes he would have like a multi-camera setup.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
routinely like showed his camera gear. He carries like 50 to 60 pounds of camera gear
yeah,
on top of what he carries normally.
yeah, and it's like I have to do all of this and also survive. So, like it,
That's freaking nuts.
yeah, it was the gnarliest show.
Well,
Pretty
and
sure
then like
I watched more than the Bear Grylls one.
so I didn't know this, but like usually before he went and did a shoot, he would spend a week to 2 weeks with locals, like learning the land and learning the wild edibles and like learning what he can hunt for, what would make him sick, stuff he can eat. So dude was like doing his homework.
Well, he actually wanted to educate people. He was doing it for entertainment and education.
Yeah, well he's also like a professional survivalist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever get a minute, he's got director's commentaries on his YouTube channel, and like some of the stuff he talks about is like, oh wow, like this is even more badass than you originally thought it was.
Yeah. That's freaking awesome.
I've been binging that lately.
But yeah, so I'm canceling HBO Max already. There's nothing on there. They're just movies and like Boondocks, but I have Boondocks.
Movies and boondocks, you say?
I'm
Movies.
so mad that they took Star
not
Trek off of
Cinemax.
Amazon and put it on Paramount's fucking streaming service.
Paramount Plus.
yeah.
I never. It's literally cable TV.
Yeah, no, we're getting back to cable.
Like,
And we're paying more for it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Dish all over again.
We're paying the cable company for internet so that we can stream cable TV.
Yeah.
like it's as bad as like I saw a meme that made me laugh a little too hard. Dude opens a drawer and there's a pirate hat. It's like, hello, old friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pirate Bay's alive and well right now. You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
shut
it's-
that shit down.
It's fucking going, baby.
People try.
PirateBay.se, baby.
Like, what's funny is like my friend did it once and he got caught.
Really?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I have terabytes of stuff.
Yeah,
You're
I
the
used to
worst pirate
have
I've ever seen.
I used to have like when I was really hardcore doing the wow, I almost saved that. That was almost amazing.
That was a sick, like, 720 or 1080 or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, thanks. If I could have pulled out of it, it would have been even better.
That would have been
Um,
the best way to get doors.
I used to have a system when I was doing a lot of torrenting where like I would torrent it onto my old laptop, and then whatever new laptop I was using, like after I watched it on the old laptop and made sure that it didn't have any viruses or was the right recording, then I would move it over to the new one. And then if I replaced that one, that laptop became the pirate laptop, and then my new one would be the new laptop. I always had a system where it was going through at least one filter.
Jeez, like, yeah, it's like, was that a firewall built into my network or whatever? Maybe this is fine in IT. But like, firewall, basically VPN before VPN was a thing. It would just change your IP address every now and again. And then I know everybody hates leechers, but I was 100% a leecher. Every time I would tell people, they're like, well, should I upload? I'm like, do you have the like proper like equipment to upload? They're like, what's that? I'm like, don't upload.
Don't upload.
Yeah, don't do that.
I also don't seed, because like that's where you
Yeah.
get most of your viruses.
Yeah.
Don't seed, don't upload.
Every time I re-download BitTorrent, I have to turn off the auto seed feature.
Yeah, that's like the first thing I disable in BitTorrent.
I mean, BitTorrent's like my favorite though.
It's so easy to use. It's very user friendly.
It really is, and you don't use the normal. What is it? The normal torrent. You use the magnet link.
Yeah.
Pirate Bay. It's so much better.
Freaking what's funny is I still have my copy of Zombieland is 100% me making my own DVDs.
Nice.
Oh, dude, I have so many best motorings and hot versions kicking around from back in the
Like-
day when
Nice.
Netflix would send you DVDs.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, man, the good old days.
Freaking, did you ever like just get bored, like make a whole like menu, everything? I had a menu. I would have music playing in the menu.
Oh no, mine are like.
Chapters set up. Like I went nuts.
Oh no, like these are like straight up like copies of
yeah,
like
each
the best motor. Yeah, like they were so like they got the menus and everything.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I wasn't.
Sweet, do it, man.
Yeah, like I wasn't kidding around.
Oh, I also learned how to steal movies from a Redbox.
Hell yeah.
Prepaid credit cards.
Hey.
They maxed that bitch out at $25 an hour, and all you put on it was $2.
Yeah.
I have a stack of Redbox DVDs and Blu-rays.
Nice.
Nice.
The I honestly did it by accident most of the time because when I lived out in the freaking basin, it was a lot easier to just carry cash. Like, just carry cash. We got card? What? We don't take card. What do you mean you don't take card? It's like 2021 or whatever. You don't take card? No.
Oh, check Dave out.
Oh.
I am still all over the place right now.
Had to come out and stunt.
Wapa!
Jesus.
I feel like I need to go get my S13
God.
since Mike's got his out.
Got this hastily built one that seems to be
Hang on,
doing
I'm gonna
okay.
go grab my fancy Porsche.
I
I'm
need to
going
build
to,
a Porsche.
I'm going to turn down the smoke real quick again. Because I
Yeah,
still
I had
can't
to-
see shit.
Yeah, I definitely had to do that when I joined.
Yeah,
Mine's like at 10%.
yeah,
Who cut the holes in these fucking things? Guys, I haven't slept in like 2 days.
you might want to fix that. Or start tap dancing, one of the two.
So, the longest, because I actually did a study about this, because when I wasn't allowed to work, I was bored, and I started experimenting. I can go 6 days, and then I will start hallucinating and having issues telling reality from a dream.
Huh.
Hmm.
That is high quality research.
Yeah, that's called hyperfixation, my friend.
Oh, very, very well acquainted.
I just get super lucid dreams.
Yeah, so you get past the point of super lucid dreams to the point where you're kind of like, am I awake or what? What's happening? And the only reason, like, I realized I was awake because no, that is not an 8-foot tall fucking wolf behind me that's following me around everywhere.
Who
looking
needs
for
drugs? I
chances.
have insomnia.
I think I'm
Now the straight edge
insane.
kids used to get down.
Look, I'm pretty sure I walked into a gun shop at the wrong time when I was kind of tripping balls. And I saw
Yeah,
an
that is
AK.
not a good time to be in a fight around firearms.
Yeah, not ideal.
Well, the thing was, I was kind of like, I kind of need an AK. Really, well, my brain was like, AK time. Like, no, no, no. And then I came to, like, nope. Walk away from the table. But, like, yeah, so 6 days, I
Oh,
would begin to hallucinate and not be able to tell. I'd have issues telling reality from dream.
Oh, damn. Ferris is watching from Montreal. What are you doing in Canada? French Canada, of all places.
He's not actually there. It's just a VPN.
Ah, good.
Quebec is a great place to fish.
Spoofing his location so he can watch Canadian Netflix.
Oh, yeah, Canadian Netflix has, like, The Office, Parks and Rec, All the
Japanese
seasons of Rick
Netflix
and
has-
Morty,
Japanese
everything's on
Netflix
there.
has all the Studio Ghibli movies.
Oh, nice.
Like Netflix, a lot of places that aren't America have all the Studio Ghibli movies. It's weird.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If only I could just get YouTube banned to
Oh
run on
no,
my
my
smart
fender
TV.
flares.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you need an AK? Excellent question, Ferris.
Well, you see, when you're hallucinating, you feel like you need an AK to protect yourself from the giant 8-foot tall wolf that follows you everywhere.
Asked and
I get-
answered.
I get dreams so lucid that I'll like go up to people that were in the dreams and be like, "Hey, do you remember this conversation we had?" They'll be like, "No," and I'm like, "No, you said this," and then I said this, and they're like, "We didn't have that conversation."
So, like, for the longest time, sadly, the way I could tell lucid dream from reality was I was happy in the dream.
Aw.
I was like, oh,
Sad
there's no
face.
depression here. This isn't real. And then reality would set in.
I've literally had
Morty, it's a virus. They can only remember positive things.
Basically.
I've literally had dreams that have lasted like weeks, where I like went to bed and woke up in the dream, and then I woke up the next day, and it had only been like 8 or 9 hours later. It's like, wait a minute, I woke up, I went to work, I got home, I played video games, I went to sleep,
Yeah.
I woke up again, like.
Time is but a construct of the human mind. Am I right, boys?
And my
Kinda
human
is,
mind is
actually,
broken
thinking
as
about
fuck.
It's a flat circle, boys.
So basically, what we all need to do is make a trip to Nevada and come back for a while.
So, in season 4 of Futurama, Fry makes a comment that time is linear, and then like 2 seasons later, they have a whole episode, and the theme of the episode is that time is cyclical.
Yeah! Yeah!
Hell yes,
Yep,
Dave. We just did
straight
that.
line.
That was beautiful.
That was great.
Yeah, but it was like, what, 6 feet lower? Something like that?
Yeah, but this version of the universe is 6 feet lower than the last one.
And they all just kind of fall, like, oh, alright, took care of that.
That solves that paradox.
Damn.
Futurama hit all the keynotes.
I love that his brush off is that was the old Fry. He's gone now, and then it cuts to Bender burying the body.
Man, I want some
They're like-
poutine.
People are like, so how did Rick and Morty get in the idea? I'm like, that's literally a whole Family Guy, or no, not Family Guy, Futurama episode. Family Guy probably did it too at some point. But like, yeah, the whole time paradox thing. Futurama did it, and then also Rick and Morty like used like 3 or 4 times. Because they keep
Rick
screwing
and
up
Morty.
their-
Rick and Morty is to Futurama as the Orville is to Star Trek.
It's definitely the original with hookers and blow.
Yeah.
This is true, but I love the Orville. I like Rick and Morty, but I hate the fans.
Yeah,
Like,
same
yeah,
here.
like I said, there's nothing. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a love letter to its inspiration.
Like, what was this? Back to the Future and like Futurama, basically, right?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Doc and Marty.
Well, that was the original, like, because it showed there used to be this like small indie festival thing where people would make these weird animations and shorts in LA. It was like Channel 96 or something.
I thought you were
And
talking about the Sun something film festival.
no,
Not
this was
Sundance.
this was
Huh?
some weird little thing. And yeah, Dan Harmon brought Doc and Morty, and then was like, "I'm gonna get sued if this thing ever gets picked up." So like, there's one Doc and Morty like short. And then
Yeah,
when
it's
people are like,
a
"Hey, you could
thing.
really make this a thing," he's like, "Okay, I don't want to get sued into oblivion," so it became Rick and Morty. And Morty stopped being Marty McFly.
I don't know.
So-
I feel like Morty is definitely a young Marty McFly.
Oh, he is.
Right
Like, it's
now-
like,
He's just a more insufferable Michael J. Fox.
yeah, like the only thing that the only thing that changed was they had to make like the original short is one. It looks like it was put together by apes. It's terrible, but it's literally Marty McFly, and it's so Yeah, like it's 1,000% copyright infringement, and
I love it.
yeah, so they had to change it just enough that he wouldn't get sued into oblivion if, somebody were to pick it up like Adult Swim did.
So
I feel like that's just fish in a barrel for Adult Swim. Is going
Right
to
now-
unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where a lot of stuff showed up.
You guys ever listen to the Chain Gang of 1974?
No.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Negative.
Yeah, I'm going down like a weird trancy freaking vaporwave hole right now. And this song fucking slaps.
I mean, I feel like I should have Outrun playing from my car currently because of what it is.
Dude, I found these dark disco mixes on YouTube, and
Wait, hang on a minute.
I'm reading through.
This is what was this is playing in my ear as I drive a 1980s Porsche.
Yeah.
Made my 80s Porsche look like a 70s Porsche.
Well, actually, this is a 70s Porsche? No, it's an 80s Porsche. Yours
Well,
looks like
the
a 70s
difference,
Porsche.
the difference between a 964 and a 911 are surprisingly few externally.
Like, isn't like the taillights and like one's a little wider?
Well, I mean, yours is obviously fuck off wider compared to mine.
Oh yeah, mine's like so. This is like so. This kit's actually based off the original like Midnight Club.
Right.
Like the reason why it's so damn wide is because he has like 3 fuck off wide tires in the back of this thing because he's holding 200 miles an hour on the long gun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on.
there we go. That's better.
And yours is like old like rally freaking.
I definitely went like
Durage
72
race.
Porsche Target with this.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, so like the big difference is the rear bumper.
Uh-huh.
You have the metal bumpers,
Uh-huh.
and I have the different taillights.
Glenn has the knock ice on, and Dave has the Magnus Walker.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Japan versus hippie. Get at me.
Japan
they
versus the
I'm
UK.
just gonna say both cars go pretty hard.
I feel like I need to
like-
go build a Porsche now.
Like,
Dude, the
one
Hummel was
was-
a sick car.
Like freaking this just I had to come to a realization today that I will be able to afford one of my dream Porsches before I can get an R34 GTR.
Yeah.
Kind of wild to think about, huh?
Yeah, because I was looking at it was like a 9 something. I can't remember. It was like the twin turbo or the turbo. It was like the Widowmaker Porsche. The 9. I can't
Which-
think of the name.
Any of the turbo ones before the 996? Well, realistically, the 993, that thing was pretty soft.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, yeah, everybody's like, oh, it was the last good one. I'm like, yeah, it was the last, like, air-cooled one, but it wasn't, like, going to kill you.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Like, a 964
Well-
wanted to hurt you, like, bad.
Yeah, well,
Which is why they showed up with driver aids.
Yep.
well, I found like what is it, a 996 for like 30K one day.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, how would I be like in what world can I afford like this child's dream car over this JDM car?
What's
It makes no sense.
I
What's
mean,
the Blauby one? The early 2000s.
the 996.
The 996.
The
Yeah.
GT3. I want one of those.
Those are, I mean, Pete, the owner of IE, he's got his 996 Turbo, which is apparently like a all-wheel drive turbo one. I didn't know. I thought it was just a rear-wheel drive one. But
Yeah, you could get them all-wheel drive.
yeah, I didn't. Oh, I knew you could. I just thought his was rear-wheel drive. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's like
but that thing, I mean, it's got bigger turbos. It's got a lot of stuff done to it, but it's only like a $50,000-$60,000 car.
Right.
Yeah, and it's
I'm
like,
gonna find the freaking port. Oh, yep, there it is. I wanted a one of those crazy kitted out freaking with the pop-up headlights 911s for a long time as a kid.
oh yeah,
Yeah. It just pop up and down headlights on the Porsche seems like a sin. and I
Up,
loved
up,
it.
up and down headlights.
Up,
But yeah,
up
like,
and down it.
I had the weirdest realization today that I'm like, oh, it's gonna make me a little sad because I'm gonna be able to get a Porsche before I get the Skyline.
Oh yeah, that's just how it is. Like they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, Porsches have been available here for so very long, and the Skyline's like, yeah, like the market is totally fucked for Skylines.
Yeah, so it's like,
Thankfully, the sedans are a little cheaper. Not much cheaper, but a little cheaper.
they're getting cheaper because people are realizing they're basically taxis.
Yeah, they're all in like fairly horrible condition.
I was
I
telling
want my crank window automatic, no cruise control CA20E piece of shit R32 sedan.
I just want an
You're talking
R34.
about like an old lady unicorn that's sitting in a garage in like Osaka,
No!
slowly dying.
I want one with a rust hole in the rear quarter panel the size of my head with a
Oh,
blown
guarantee it
automatic.
has that rust hole in there, and guarantee she drives that thing into town once a month.
By smokes and milk.
Yeah, exactly. Like what you get, Grandma? Smokes, little tea, run 'em some milk. We're good.
And whatever the
It's like
equivalent of
104.
scratchers are over there.
I just
Oh,
want
yeah,
my crew
Tokyo's
cab
got
Skyline.
Chingo machines.
Yes.
The old crew cab Skyline.
I
Yeah,
just
buddy.
want my crew cab Skyline.
Derp.
Scaling.
You see, AJ, I am really, really pushing to get a GTST sedan so that I could put crew cab on the license plate.
Fuck
Just to make you love
yes.
me.
Freaking. You know what's funny is because Cole and Neil are full of great ideas.
I mean,
Neil's
yes.
got me talked into finding a S15 roller and just importing that bitch.
You really should. I actually think
Yeah.
Rob, yeah, Chair Slayer's got an S15 shell here.
Like, I don't care if it has a title or not. Like,
Register it as a 97 Grand Am. You be alright. Cops can't
oh,
tell the
I was
difference.
just gonna
Get that Florida
LS
title,
swap
baby.
it and turn it into a freaking track weapon.
I'm about it.
Yeah.
Still want my my leg num.
I want you to want your Legnum.
So, like we're going over this earlier, the Legnum is 100% possible.
Oh, absolutely. So is
Yeah.
the Evo 9 wagon.
That's so weird. Like I figured those would be like skyrocketing right now.
Honestly, they're not that much more expensive than a standard Evo.
Oh,
They're like
While
30,
the Evo market hasn't popped off, like
20, 30 grand.
Well,
well, the problem is we got Evos here, so nobody's really like after Evos.
yeah,
And then
We
like,
didn't
we
get
were like,
we didn't get the wagons though.
no.
Yeah,
and we also didn't get
wagons.
anything pre-8.
yeah, but like all the fanboys don't want pre-8 because that wasn't what was in the Fast and the Furious movies. I hate to say it.
Thank the sweet Lord
I-
Jesus, which means I can
But
get I can get my Tommy Mackinnon 6 for like
Yeah.
peanuts.
Like I'm over here wanting. I saw a 4 at freaking Formula Drift, and I was drooling all over it.
I want
that was like that was owned by some chick that showed up with David Arellano.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Zoe's.
Yeah.
I want a GSR 3.
Thank you.
I want a Tommy Mackinnon 6,
Thank you.
and then I want a 9 wagon.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So I
Now
can
we're
have
talking.
so I can have 369.
Oh. They
So-
didn't hear like what I got offered for trade for the 4 today.
And
Oh, boy.
I already have the license plate picked out for each one.
Nice.
So
I got offered an
Tres
E34.
seis nueve.
what?
Spray suave.
Tres, seis, and nueve. 369 in Spanish.
No, so the
369. Damn, you're
the-
fine.
the 3 is gonna have 8.6 killer.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! I see where you're going with this now. Okay.
It kind of was 8.6 killer.
Oh, what was I gonna have for the? Oh, the 6 was gonna be yes, it is.
Ha.
Because that's the question that everybody asks. Is it? Yes, it is. And then the wagon is gonna be IX lives. So like 9 lives, but
Oh.
IX like Evo.
I like that.
Or
I-
X, yeah, IX. That's
And I
that's
was
9.
today years old when I realized that yes, it is fits on a license plate.
Yes, it does. I have checked.
That's making me laugh. I'm like one of the few people I know that still watches Mighty Car Mods, so I find them entertaining.
Fucking
just
love Mighty
did.
Car Mods.
I love Vorg, so it's just a Super Wagon STI swap, and Marty got the license plate and it says head gasket.
Yes.
Fucking love
I'm
that.
just like, of course it's because he knows. And like, he's a true Subaru guy. He gets it. Like,
He really is.
Oh yeah, he had to sell his legacy when Moog beat him in his S15.
yeah, that old legacy he had. So now
I think
he
it
has.
was dope too.
So
I
now he
remember when
has
they
Super
were
Gramps
filming.
still.
Yeah,
That's
they
like
had
his
Gramp,
forever
Super
car.
Gramps.
Oops,
Sorry.
I just caused a $500,000 accident.
Oh come on, they're not worth that much.
Well, if these were like the actual cars,
Oh
so
yeah,
collect-
you're right.
pay out the
Yeah.
ass for them.
Geico
Like-
would be shitting a brick right in those
You're like,
checks.
oh no, my
Geico would have
Porsche."
told you to eat shit
Hello.
as soon as you said, I want to insure this car. They'd be like, no, go
Hello,
away.
State Farm. You're not gonna believe this.
There's
Get
other
Jake on the
Porsche.
phone.
What do you mean other Porsche?
Jake's gonna be
Oh, we've-
like throwing the phone across the room, be like, lose my number, stop talking to me.
We've got 2 casualties from Stuttgart, sir.
Can you imagine like a pileup of like like 2 Ferraris and a Lamborghini? Like, it's like right now insurance companies are losing their minds probably watching the hurricane damage, right? Because you're just
The
watching
insur-
McLarens just float down the road.
The insurance guy's just sitting at his desk, foaming at the mouth.
Now, guaranteed, most of those guys didn't check the right boxes on their applications.
Oh yeah, so they found out there's like 70% of people in Florida don't have flood insurance. I'm like, how do you
Yep.
not have flood insurance? You live in Florida. Like,
70% of people in Florida are fucking idiots.
Well,
so
yeah,
we have
Florida-
hurricane, like that covers hurricane damage, which is mostly wind damage. It doesn't cover the aftermath. That's the flood.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they're just like, do I need this? And they're just like, well, you need this because you live in a hurricane zone. And it's like, oh, okay. And they just assume that that's what that means. The insurance guy
Insurance
doesn't
is a
sell.
scam anyway.
Yeah, insurance is a bet against yourself to lose.
Insurance is the mafia that pays taxes. That's all it is.
You just need to be able to learn how to bet against yourself and be comfortable with it.
God.
Excellent news, sir. You have a rental per your insurance agreement. However, your Lamborghini is currently on its way to Cuba.
Nice.
Don't worry, that thing's gonna be
It's
back in
not on a
6
boat.
months.
It's not on a boat. There's like 6 guys on it.
Yeah, it's gonna be back in 6 months. It's gonna have a bunch of barrels tied to it, though. Hope you're cool with that.
The trolling motor sticking out of the trunk. No big deal.
I remember when I got in an accident with a freaking Suburban, and they gave me a rental.
Some
It was like
Cuban
so-
family's gonna be riding it back to Florida.
Ugh.
It's a Hyundai Accent thing, brand new, 50 miles on the clock.
Mm.
I don't think that thing's ever seen more airtime in its life.
Ah,
Oh boy.
Ain't nothing faster than a rental.
Dude,
World's
it got like
fastest car.
50 miles a gallon, and I was just wah everywhere. It was like, yeah.
Drive it like you stole it. Fuck that. Drive it like you rent it.
Oh yeah.
drive it like you grabbed a stack of those insurance forms off the desk.
Yeah, they're like, what was it? My friend's like, do you get the
I got
insurance?
the
for your
$9
car?"
insurance.
I'm like, hell yeah, I get the insurance. Like, well,
Drive it like you're getting banned from Turo.
Ah,
yeah.
all right, I gotta go. I gotta go get some similar thing because I'm feeling very left out right now.
We're all cruising around like 80s Porsches.
All right, I'll be back.
Aye.
No, but like, freaking, my brain just went away. Hey, look, another one.
Hey.
And
Wow,
another one.
I like that. That looks slick.
Thank you. Kind of a mix between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the rear treatment you got going on there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, those taillights are hot.
Wah, wah.
And
That's
the
funny.
fact
I
that
didn't
the
touch the
license plate is-
interior of my car at
Wait,
all.
what?
Your taillights.
Oh, thank you.
The taillights on that.
I wish they were a little brighter so you could see them through the tint.
It's all good.
I clutch kicked this grip monster. Ah, that's a wall. Ah, it's expensive.
I just realized that I build all of my cars almost exactly the same way.
Well, you're a man of taste. You have taste. All my cars are like literal hot boy magnets. I am a hot boy. I accept this.
Man,
Like the fact that the Volvo isn't slammed on 19s right now is a miracle.
Fair.
See, it would make
I
me
do some
so
laps while we're waiting for Mike.
it would make me so happy if there was like a 944 or a 968 in here, and I would just roll on it and be like, "Hi, I got a Porsche too."
Get out of here!
Go on, get out of here! Just chasing me with a rolled up newspaper.
Cat dog.
I told you to stay off the goddamn couch, boy.
Just yelling, "Do not touch the trim."
Do not touch the trim.
I helped my friend find a Ford Focus ST, right?
Okay.
We've done a few mods to it. It's white and it has a whole carbon fiber hood on it now.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
tuner coming. Has big fuck off intercooler. Like all the really tasteful mods.
Yeah.
And now my problem is because I'm a hot boy, I have rubbed off on my friend and now she wants bags. I'm like, I've never been so proud of my life. And slightly turned on. Can I be both?
Oh,
Yay.
catching doors and Porsches. Do y'all remember the old Hankook Formula D 911?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thing was freaking wild. Dude, I miss like unhinged Formula D cars. Like they're slowly coming back, but there's so many rules that kind of keep them out of it.
That's why grassroots cars will always be better.
Cause like,
And then you've
Formula
got Mad
D
Mike
is
just
a-
doing whatever the fuck he wants.
yeah,
exactly.
that's why Mad
Formula
Mike's,
D
like,
is just a season-long tire commercial.
it really is. Man, was it fun to watch it. I'll admit that. It was a lot of fun to watch some of my favorite drivers get down. And it was interesting to find out what freaking goose he has in his car. It's a 4-liter out of an FJ Cruiser with a big fuck off turbo on it.
Love it. Love it.
I'm sitting here like, that doesn't sound like a boxer or a 4-cylinder. What is it? Oh, it's a 4-liter we pulled out at FJ Cruiser, stock bottom end. We did valve springs. You did valve springs? Yep, that's all we did. Makes about 1,000 horsepower. What? Hang
Only needs
on.
to make 1,000 for a weekend. It's fine. It's
It
like all
makes-
these stock block or stock bottom end records for LSs. These guys are turning the wick up to 4-digit power because they know all it has to do is drive back on the trailer.
Well, actually, I think he was talking about how he hasn't had to change that engine.
Well, that's even better.
So, like, should I just say screw everything, go pick up a 4-liter and have a 4Runner, or what? Like,
You should just build an FJ Cruiser.
Yeah.
I still want to 2J swap a Land Cruiser.
actually, I think I've seen one 2J swapped in Australia.
Yeah,
There's a
well,
build breakdown on it.
Mad Mike's got one, and it'll spin all 4 tires on pavement.
Man, Mike has some interesting, like, when he came to the US, he bought, like, the longest GMC Safari.
Yeah, dude's got taste, and I'm about it.
So I love him. He's also
the
just a
gu-
madman behind the wheel.
Just a goofy Kiwi. Have you seen his sun drive? Holy shit!
Yeah, his
Yeah,
kid.
kid can
is
wheel.
100%
he-
taken
he's got
after his
that-
dad.
He's got that rotary swapped NA. That thing is dope.
Freaking.
NA Miata that he's got with no roof and a roll cage.
Oh yeah, that thing's nuts. Now what's funny is I always like think it's funny when people like older guys get all butthurt that kids are like getting into the sport. I'm like, you're just mad because your dad didn't love you.
Right? Dude, can you imagine how crazy Wicknick's kid's going to be behind the wheel if he even
God.
shows an ounce of interest in a car?
Yeah. It'll be nuts.
Because
It'll be
Wicknick
blown
would
up-
be like, "All right, let's just go get you a car."
it'll be
Wicknick's
blown up
got
2Js
30
everywhere.
S13s in his fucking backyard.
I know,
Kid's
pick
got a
one.
gonna
car.
get me one.
Kid's got a car and parts.
Yeah.
That's an understatement. Holy shit.
Yeah, I absolutely want to be that dad where it's like, okay, when you turn, 14, we're gonna pick you out a project car, and then we're gonna work on it for 2 years, and I'll put in whatever you put in, and then when you turn 16, it just becomes yours.
Oh, I actually had that experience. My dad wasn't the best dad, but he did his best. But he basically did that when I was 15. He's like, hey, what do you think of this weird looking car? I don't know, let's buy it. 87 Chrysler Conquest TSI.
Hey.
It'll be like
Hey,
it'll
a car.
be like pick out a car you want. You know, I don't care if it's American muscle, I don't care if it's JDM, I don't care if it's 90s European. Pick it out. We'll spend 2 years together putting it together, and then when you turn 16, you can drive it.
See, my dad's rule is I couldn't get a muscle car because that's when the first big gas crisis hit for millennials.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, you should get a 4-cylinder. Yeah, that 4-cylinder got 18 miles a gallon on a good day. Because I broke
Because
the
it had a
boost
turbo
controller.
and 2
Yep.
really big fuel injectors.
Turbo, 2 giant fuel injectors, and a kid who didn't know how to properly adjust the boost controller, so that thing spun.
Unplug
used-
the mass air sensor, jack up the fuel pressure, turn the distributor all the way to the left.
We had like some sort of cam out of like a caravan or something, a little more aggressive for it.
Yeah, the Chrysler cams, the carbureted Chrysler cams were the big fatty upgrade.
This is my dad's bright idea. Let's say, hey, my kid's 16. Hey, we got a bigger cam, roller rockers out of the GT3000 slider. I didn't come to find out. Yeah, so had roller rockers, built top end, freaking bored over, so it's like a 2.8.
So Dodge actually put a double overdrive transmission in the Challenger so that it could get relatively decent gas mileage. And I'm over here at the top of fourth gear going, fourth gear go brrrr.
Oh look, 8 miles a gallon. You know, it's funny, I have only ever seen the Hyundai get 30 miles a gallon. I started doing, like, I realized that I have a car I can do canyon cruises in. And, like, do the whole toge thing now.
So the Chally will get, if you drive it not like an animal, it'll actually get almost 40
Well, the thing is, you expect me
with
not
no
to
cylinder
drive
delete.
a V8 muscle car, not like an animal.
I mean, yeah, but also that car in 6th gear at 80 is at maybe 1,000 RPMs.
Boop.
Oh, fender bender.
Ah! My fiberglass!
Oh, freaking
Oh,
Mike
yeah!
coming in with a roof BTR.
Nice, Mike. I
Hello.
really want a roof. I would absolutely have a roof.
Oh yeah, so
know,
that
when-
YouTube channel I dumped in the Discord, like he's done a bunch of videos on the like the midnight cars, including one of the Porsches, and how fucking insane that thing is.
Yes.
Like Porsche Motorsport in Germany actually built 6 motors for that thing. They popped 5, and the last one is still in the car to this day.
Wow.
Damn.
What did they do to my E36?
What? What?
Freaking Jordan just tagged me. They're selling. You remember that red E36 I had?
Yeah, the one that like was problems, and then you dumped like super heavy oil in there, and it was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for sale. So they chopped the front fenders completely off. They bent the front end, lost the bumper.
Yeah, that car was at the
eBay-
last drift event.
Yeah, it doesn't run that well because I don't know what engine it's on.
Well, whatever.
All right.
It's an
well,
Wondering-
E36. It's fine.
I almost want to go, dude. I'll give you $800
Ugh, why?
because then I'm gonna slam it into a wall. Remember, I said I'm bringing drift muscle backs one BMW at a time.
All right, that's fair. Start crashing them all so the kids can't get them.
Yeah. We're playing the Jordan. I wonder if the engine ever got replaced. I'm like, it was down in power when I sold it. I also slammed it on 18s because I didn't give a damn.
Hey, remember that night we both were throwing tools under that car because that transmission tried to hurt us?
Yeah, fucking transmission.
That was a good night.
I hate that transmission. That's like I had like 3 get tracks, just chilling because like I started collecting them because like somebody convinced me that they were class transmissions. I never went through one, except for that one that they didn't bolt the fucking U joint or whatever, the coupler. What's that thing called?
Getrags are solid.
Guibo.
It wasn't the Guibo. It was actually the
Oh, was
flange.
it the flange? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
It was had 2 threads on it. I drove it like that for like 2 or 3 weeks, and street drifted it, and then it finally fell out.
I mean, that'll happen.
And I'm like, oh, is that bad? I'm like, the transmission's gotta be bad. So I went and bought another Get Track for like $100. And
Yeah, for
told
some reason,
it-
everybody thought those Getrags were shit. Now everybody wants them for LS swaps.
Getrags and Tremix. Everybody thinks Tremix are garbage.
oh, I got a Tremec in the Volvo. It's got the Tremec T5.
That's right, because it's a late V6 one, isn't it? Or is it a
Yep.
Cobra?
It's a late V6 trans,
Beautiful.
so that makes it a Tremec World Class T5.
Tremix are one of the few transes that'll hold 1,000 horsepower out of the box.
People are like, 300 horse, you're gonna break a gear. I'm like,
Ooh, they had to make they had to make the Hellcat automatic because the manual wouldn't hold the power.
that doesn't make
Because
any
you-
sense.
Because you wouldn't know what to do if we put a third pedal down there and gave you 1,000 horsepower. Like, okay, dummy, have
All the
fun.
takeover kids be so fucking confused.
God, you spin it off the line even with it in D, and you're trying to tell me that you want a clutch?
I'm sorry, you're gonna put the red key in? No, no. My you sweet summer child. What do you think is gonna
Everybody-
happen?
Everybody's like, why would you buy the auto version of a car that comes in a manual? It's like, I don't know, launch control, traction control.
Yeah, it's a drag car,
predictability,
so I'm gonna
paddle
buy.
shifters.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy the automatic. If I want a car I just want to cruise around and like hit some canyons with and stuff like that, I'm gonna buy the manual.
Oh,
Here's
I'm
the thing,
Unless
this
they're
car's got
really
flappy
responsive
paddles.
paddle shifters.
This
Like
thing's got
actual-
flappy paddles and it rev matches downshifts and it will launch for me. Fuck yeah, I want the 2-pedal car.
See, that's
I am
pretty cool.
absolutely a manual elitist jerk, but for drag racing, you do not want to fuck with the clutch.
No, you're not gonna beat it. Like you're not
Which-
gonna beat an
which-
automatic.
Which we say that, and then Tick Performance went and clicked off a 6.6 in the quarter in their fucking stick shift Camaro. with
Yeah,
a
I mean, yeah,
turbo-
but they're also
turbo
using
small
like a
block.
they're also using what, like a triple plate fucking wet clutch.
Oh, dude, no, it's a McLeod triple disc.
Yeah.
That you could buy off the shelf with a face-plated T56.
Yeah, so it's not like it's
Yeah.
just some.
Like what's that? It's like 20 grand in clutch.
It's like a $2,000 clutch. It's the
feels
transmission
like-
that's like 10 grand.
Okay, 10 grand in transmission with a $2,000 clutch, or you can just buy the automatic.
Yeah, right. Stock LS with big turbo, go burr.
This is coming from the guy who drag raced with T5s. Like, I understand that dude in the automatic is gonna tree my ass if I don't fucking let the clutch out just right.
As long as we can all agree the manual is fun and the auto is fast, nobody's gonna have a problem here.
I
Yeah.
mean, Mike
There's
Finnegan.
nothing wrong with wanting to get to the other side of the lake in a rowboat. I just know that I'm gonna have more fun on a jet ski.
True.
Mike Finnegan put a manual in the Blasphemy, and then the next season immediately swapped it to a sequential clutchless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just.
Which, I mean, let's be honest here. Clutchless manual is the way of the future. It is the best of both worlds.
I mean, at least for drag racing.
Yeah, for drag racing.
Come on, you stupid Porsche. Go, 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 go!
I mean, I kind of want to just DSG swap everything, or DCT swap everything.
There
I want to put that
was
ZF8 behind
a-
everything.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Freaking. There is a 240 down in Florida with a like 800 horsepower EQ with paddle shifters out of like a 370Z.
Yeah.
Oh. I drove a DSG while I was in Utah staying with Justin McIntyre, and I am absolutely sold.
Oh yeah, they're
Told you
great.
You'd like.
That is the smoothest automatic I have ever driven in my entire life.
What
Now
was it?
think about that with a trans tune.
Well, yeah, what did you... Oh, God, yeah, with the trans, too. AJ, what did you drive, just out of curiosity?
It was an all track.
Okay. Yeah, those are...
All
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, man, like, that thing... Yeah, those things with the trans tune are just...
So my biggest complaint about automatic transmissions is they are stupid. They never are in the gear you want them to be in.
Have you
That
driven
car?
anything with the ZF 8-speed in there? Because that is a brilliant automatic transmission.
I have not, Frank.
Oh,
to be honest
it's
with you.
it's
So that's
fucking great.
Yeah, so most Euro cars that are rear-wheel drive based have the ZF8.
Mhm.
Yeah, most of what I've
2015
dealt
enough
with is
Challengers and Chargers with the auto have the ZF8.
mostly what I've driven is American front-wheel drive automatics
Yeah.
or American SUV/truck automatics.
Yeah.
So the fun
Remember-
fact, the ZF8 as installed in most BMWs, the Jaguar F-Type, and the Charger and Challenger all come factory equipped with the same clutch pack that BMW launches their M8 race car with.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. Well, the former big mate, rest in peace, gunned down in his
Yeah.
prime.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Now they're actually
Besides
doing the
about
thing.
Fukushima.
They're doing the thing that makes sense and running the M4. And I'm like, God damn it.
Like, too
I just
bad.
I love those images where the M8 got bigger every picture.
Yeah.
Those were the best.
It's the humor that keeps on giving. Like, we'll be chuckling about that 40 years from now.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Like y'all
Kids are
remember
gonna be
Big
like,
Mate?
"What's so
Yeah.
funny?"
Be like,
Did
"What's
you
going
guys
on?
see
That
the,
kid straight bussin'."
Did you guys see what I posted about the? I think it's the Dine-In new 5 Series where they shrank the
Oh,
grills on the front.
have you seen the new M2?
No, maybe it was the new M2.
Yeah, the new M2 actually it does not have the giant fuck off snout. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't have
and
the big
that-
buck teeth.
You know what's funny is it's kind of growing on me, and then they got rid of it. I was like, all right,
No, it's horrible. Do
Fine.
not
It was-
encourage that.
It looks
I will
weird.
encourage. I like weird oddball cars. How do you not know this about me?
I
Have
mean,
you seen the cars I own?
I mean, I used to drive a Saab, so also yes, but that was just not okay.
yeah, no, it's there's some dude who has like a 440i that shows up to NASA stuff, and man, it is just so jarring to see that nose coming at you, and then it turned, and it's just like, well, the rest of the car is fine.
Nice, but
I
Bad
still want someone to edit the pod racing scene from Star Wars when Anakin
Sebulba
is
and
getting
Anakin.
Sebulba and
Yeah.
Anakin, and then instead of it cutting to Sebulba, it just cuts to a BMW snout.
Nah,
hitting freaking D-Tech, or what do they call it?
Thanos,
Yeah. Wah!
Vanos go burger.
best kind of VTEC, the kind of VTEC that works.
It's funny. Did you know that the Vanos still works in the E39?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's hilarious. I get on the freeway in it. Because I use this thing, it's my work car now. It's probably the fanciest work car you've ever seen.
I lost
Like
count
you-
of how many countertops I have transported in that car.
Well, now it's full of enough stuff to run a whole network inside a building.
Hmm.
So it weighs
Damn,
a lot less.
alright,
Causes a lot less damage.
Jesus, go apply for Pimp My Ride.
Like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna run Cat 6 all through this bitch. You're gonna
Yo,
have
dog, we
network
heard-
in this whole car.
We heard you like backup cameras, so we put a network camera on your backup camera so you can watch the backup while you back up.
Actually, I hate terminating Cat 6. It's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, same though.
Cat 5. I will literally do Cat 5 if I don't have to be Cat 6. Boss said, what'd you run? Cat 5, Cat 6? I'm like, Cat 5? He's like, yeah, that's what I figured. Me too.
I need to make you the little idiot box like I made our internet guy at my squadron.
Yeah.
I think I told that. I forget where I told that story. I don't know if Glenn's heard it or not.
I'm pretty sure you told it on like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you told it when we were just like playing games
Was it
one
on
day,
Nerdy for
and then
Beginners?
yeah, and then it was on a stream. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if Glenn heard it though.
I don't think I heard it.
Yeah.
So we had a guy at the squadron that handled like internet, and he controlled all of the little like ThinkPads that we had all of our like manuals on and everything.
Yeah.
And he used to always get people coming upstairs because logistics shared an office with him, and they'd be like, "Hey man, the internet's running real slow," and he'd be like, "I don't know what to tell you about it. You've got 36 computers all trying to access the same file. Yeah, it's going to be a little slow." Or they'd be like, "Oh, the internet went down again," and it's like, go figure. We're out in the middle. We're on a fucking island in a concrete hangar, and you're trying to tell me that the internet's gone out. So we
I feel
made
that
him.
man's
We made him a little box, right, that we hung on the wall, and then we ran conduit from the box up to the wall, and it just terminated under the drop ceiling. And we put one of those plastic like outlet covers on it, and it had a dial and a switch, and the dial said internet speed, and then the switch said internet on and off. So he'd leave the switch in the off position. This actually happened. He'd leave the switch in the off position, and then whenever somebody came upstairs and was like, "Hey man, the internet's out," he'd be like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." Reach over, flip the switch to on, and then just like go back to whatever he was doing.
That's great. Oh man.
That's so badly.
They'd be like, "Oh, the internet's running real slow," and he's like, "Oh, sorry, somebody turned the dial down." And he'd reach over, just turn the dial up to fast.
Nah, somebody's already screwing with this thing.
It's like freaking
Them kids in the thermostat.
like what was it? I was just kind of venting to the boss a little bit. This is the fourth time this month I've been out to that's Taylorsville and I flipped the switch. He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, every time. They tell me it's on. They reassure me it's all on. I walk in there, I flip the switch, turn the damn thing on. Oh look, the internet came back on. Who the fucking fuck it?" like they're like, "Why are IT guys such dicks?" Let's see. I just spent 2 hours in the car to flip a switch. It just cost the company $200 for me to drive out there and flip a switch.
Ugh.
I just,
Yeah,
I
we-
don't
Maybe
know what
one
to
of
do.
those boxes.
Man.
Or like, what's the new one right now? So all the bosses fitnesses have, like, a lot of them have a cinema, like cardio cinema. So there's always movies playing in that cinema, and we have a club up in Layton that there's somebody at night on their night shift will go in and turn that whole thing off. And
No, just leave it running.
every morning, like clockwork, they lose their shit and start coming down on me. And to this morning, I was like, and like the GM, there's like, "This has happened every day this week." I literally came down on him in an email. I don't know if he even read it. Like, "Hey man, find the person that keeps turning it off. Tell them to stop, to knock it off, leave it alone, let the computer update, and you won't have this problem at all." Just like, I will fight you, man. I don't care how muscly you think you are. It's who's willing to commit the bigger violence. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna whip out a Cat 5 cable and start beating your ass with it.
Hey.
Can,
Oh my
can
God,
I
I
just
wish-
shout out that Mike is just crashing into an umbrella,
Yeah, continuously. I
chairs.
noticed that.
Yeah.
just Groundhog Day in it over there.
Yep.
As soon as they pop back up, he just slams right back into it.
Yep. That's just what I do. And I
So-
think this is going to be a perfect time for this thing to end because we've been going for 3 hours.
Oh
Oh,
geez,
really?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Ferris, for, I guess, literally coming to us from Canada.
Or the comfort of his couch via
Or
VPN.
whatever. Or whatever.
We
I
don't
mean, if he's got poutine.
Don't rat him out to the government.
I mean, I have no idea what's going on.
We
Yeah.
had a whole conversation about this earlier.
I do not remember the events in question.
I heartily endorse this event or product. Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
But yeah, thank you, Jake, for donating $40. That was awesome. So
Yeah, buddy.
We're now
Powerful.
$40 closer to the goal, and yeah, we are getting ever closer to the 24-hour game day, where I am going to be dumb and/or genius and rent us a house because the 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment that I'm in isn't working. Where Kit ain't gonna be working for him. And yeah, I don't know. I think it would just be nice to have like a place. So
So we'll need to talk this over some more. I've been Glenn has been incognito from like everything just because life
Because-
sucks.
Yeah, because that's just how it goes sometimes. That's fine.
And because I'm a millennial, the best thing I know how to cope is dissociate.
Yay!
It's not good, kids. Don't do it.
Association.
Anyway, so we will get back to you with some more information about that, where you can watch our 24-hour shenaniganry come November 5. And yeah, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Jake, again. That was awesome. And yeah, everybody be like Jake. Don't be a coward. Give us money, because it goes to primary children's and it's helping kids and families who really need a hand right now. So do that. All right. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Close enough to everybody.
I do gotta like state something real quick.
Yeah.
You ever realize that like for Mr. Brandon Kun that the Navi bike is like the perfect size? He bought that Honda Navi. It's smaller than the Grom.
I mean, yeah, sometimes Brandon accidentally hits a home run.
Hey, even a broken clock's right twice a day.
Hey
Hey.
man, it like he struck with gold on that one. It brings me joy in my heart that he just cruises around town on that little fucker. Cause I want a Grom so bad.
God, I am happy for him, and I want you to get that Grom. And I am going to go ahead and just end this thing right now. So, I'll be back on, I'll be back on Wednesday for Wasteland Wednesday, which seems to be a good thing. So watch me slander the town of Prim, Nevada, because it looks exactly the same in New Vegas as it does in real life. So.
Oh man, that poor town.
Yeah. So I'll be back on Wednesday. Might be back tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But until next time, thanks.